I take every fight like I'm gonna win. If I ever were to lose, and I know that I didn't do everything on my power, it just wouldn't sit right to me. Just fight the best out there. Like, keep it active, you know? If you lose, you lose. Take it to the chin. We get better.
Is anyone gonna ask who he's talking about?
After my fight, when I win, I'm gonna call him out.
Oh.
I'm colorblind. When I step into the cage, everything turns gray.
Everything? Like, what do you mean? Like everything?
Gray. Black and
Everything?
black, everything.
Everyone?
I don't recognize color.
Wow.
Be honest, keep it a book. Like, were you fighting in the streets before, back in the days, your glory days?
Until, people start getting in trouble for fighting, and then we're like, okay, we gotta chill out, and just people will just say whatever they want to say, and like it doesn't affect your life. Just move on with it. But yeah, we didn't mind scrapping back in the day.
Yeah. Like, I have a little sister. She's a wrestler. I always tell her, like, yo, violence is always an option. Never point, like, if you're in an argument and you see a man, never point your fingers to them. Like, give yourself some space. Because remember, you don't know the guy.
Yep.
I'm not saying that it's right, but it's always there. The threat is always there.
That's going to be the name of this podcast.
Yeah.
Episode today, Violence is an Option.
Welcome back to the Fight Family Podcast. We are joined today by Diego Sanchez, a face of UNF, one of the funniest guys on the roster, and he's also colorblind. What's going on, Diego? How you doing?
And he also got passed up for an earlier title shot.
Yeah, he did.
Give it to him. Diego, give it to him, because I knew you weren't happy. I knew Marcos wasn't happy. It just didn't make sense to you.
Coach Marcos didn't actually give a fuck. He was like, yeah, it's whatever. You got to keep fighting.
You know what I love about Coach Marcos?
Yeah.
He's actually very reasonable. We have
You think so?
Yeah, we have, when we talk about fights, like, I think he's also a manager. He does some stuff with Upgrade, and he just has his foot. He's very knowledgeable in like the industry to say, and like, we may disagree on stuff and whatnot, but we always see eye to eye eventually, like in the end with things. So yeah, Marcos is a good guy to work with. But go ahead, talk to us about you being passed up on a title shot that you weren't happy about.
Yeah, I had to win the fourth time to get the title shot. I was actually passed up.
Hey, but the great thing is, January 31st, UNF 30, you get your shot at the title.
Yeah, I'm actually initially it was like I wanted the title just because I wanted to do the Triple H entrance. Like, really, I just wanted a title and then go to the gym and flex about it. But it became something bigger than me, and it was like it just hit me. Because a lot of kids from Honduras, or kids that are born here that are from Honduran parents, they were hitting me up like, yo, like, what can I, they're like, mind you, they're like teenagers or stuff like, yeah, how can I get into fighting and stuff like that, and asking for advice. So it was like, it just hit me that I live on a small country and there's not a lot of people, but they're like seeing someone who's gonna like, I'm breaking records. I'm actually the first Honduran, period, ever. I'm the first one. I'm ranked number 8 right now in California. No, not native Honduran have done that. What else? I'm first one to fight for the title in the US. Just a title in general. That's number 1. Probably I'll be the first one.
I think that's number 2 now, you said. The title's number 2. You're the first one to be ranked number 8. Title's number 2.
Well, he'd be the first one to win a title.
First one to win a title?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like,
I mean, bro, like, I think it's a lot of people are like, oh, it's just a belt or whatever, but you worked hard for it in the humble way. I know we're the premier promotion in Southern California, right? So winning that title does mean something, and it's awesome that you get to inspire your people and motivate them to, I could do that too. I could become that too,
Man, which was crazy, because usually I take everything like with a grain of salt, and then I live the present. I don't like thinking about the future or anything. But it just kind of like, it just hit me, make me realize, well, I'm actually doing something great. It might not look to people, some people that are from here doesn't look that big, but for me, it's like, it's huge.
Yeah, I think it is huge, Dylan, right? I mean, to get the up next belt, especially in the Western U.S. So Ryan said top California. I think Western U.S., I mean, name a promotion that...
Sorry, that was my fuck up. You're right.
Yeah, no, I mean, Western U.S. is not the country. I mean, we are definitely one of the top regional, promotions for sure. So I think our belt is one of the most prestigious belts out there.
Totally. Yeah. And I was also wondering, like, when you found out that this was for the belt, is there any kind of like difference in your mindset, like preparing for this fight, or is it same as anything else, like same drive, same motivation, or a little extra, or what?
It's the same. It's pretty much the same. I take every fight like I want to win. I want to win, and then fighters, we live by the sword, die by the sword type of thing. But if I ever were to lose, and I know that I didn't do everything on my power, it just wouldn't sit right to me. But if I go there and I know like I gave it all, it's like it's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really cool to see your journey. You know what I mean? Because I really feel like the first time I saw you in the cage, and please don't take this disrespectful, you appear to me a little more one-dimensional at the beginning. Now you seem like a completed fighter, very well-rounded in the striking. Your wrestling's always been nuts, but now you seem like that complete package.
Yeah, that's been my whole dream. I always winning is one, but usually I just don't want to win by decision only, But winning is number one, and then second one is just like showcase skill. You want if you're paying a ticket, you're going out of your way, and then you want to be entertained on the weekend, which is you could have done something differently, like go out or like to the club or some stuff, and then you decided to go watching. It's like it's my at least my thing is my responsibility to like show my skills, make you entertained, but also.
Yeah, you can't fucking rip off the fans, Diego. Yeah. They want an entertaining bout, Ryan.
Well, we'll get back to your championship, but like, let's talk about your last fight real quick, because you look like a ferocious monster, to be honest, in that fight. I felt like you had a well-game opponent in front of you, but it just seemed like the physicality and just you were there to kill that night. Do you feel like that was your best performance, and do you feel like you were just that much better than your opponent on fight night?
I do feel I was better overall. Like there was nowhere where I felt like I was outmatched. Maybe you guys saw it. I don't know.
He did say online that he was outboxing you. How do you feel about that?
He was piecing you up, Diego. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. He's doing a CTE speed run, so what can I say? Like he might be right. He might be right. Yeah. Hey, but I'm gonna say on the second round he got me with 4 shots. Like straight up 4 shots, 1, 2, 1, 2, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like that was
that
like,
wake you up a little bit.
Yeah.
He does have like a good one too, like with the straight punches.
Yeah. He just fight like I think Axel would be an intimidating force if he knew how to fight without fear, if that makes sense, or like without selling up or backing up.
It's funny you say that because I think Axel's talented. I really do, but I think he needs to fight with a higher sense of urgency. There doesn't seem to be this urgency to the way that he scraps.
I feel like he got the skill sets to become a good fighter, like intimidating. He got the skills.
He has a good body type for it, right? Yeah.
And then he's huge for that weight class too. Like and he's young too. Like he's just gonna keep getting bigger.
Yeah.
But it has to be like it's like a mentality thing. If he can like realize like I need that urgency or like, as a fighter, as long as you get cool with the idea that you're gonna get hit, fighting becomes more comfortable.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. That you gotta do.
Do you think he's scared to get hit?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I didn't see that. I just think he's a talented kid. I want to see more urgency out of him.
Because he got skills. He can be a force.
What would you think? So him and Anthony Vardumian have some beef. Anthony's now the champ.
Yeah.
So we go back and forth, whether or not to make that fight, right? Because unfortunately,
if we make that, Diego might double leg me.
No, like
you should make it happen.
But it's just on a losing streak, right? So at the end of the day, how do you make that for a title? But I also feel like the entertainment guy in me, that's a fight the fans would want to see. There's a grudge match going on there. How do you feel about that?
Good little storyline. I think it'd be killer. I mean, like you said, he's a big guy for your weight. So to see that matchup where they're a little bit closer in height and stuff, like I think that'd be a killer fight. And for the strap, it just.
All right. Well, Dylan, since you're you're not even new to UNF anymore. It's been 2 months now, right?
Still pretty.
Dude, 2 months in UNF is like a year.
2 years, yeah.
Real time.
But you're matchmaking now. How do you justify making Vardumian versus Axel?
Well, it's interesting because, like you guys said, like he's on a losing streak, and I feel like you're going to get some flack either way for giving a guy a title shot who didn't at least just come off a 1 win. So I think they're going to, if that were to be made, maybe you get some flack for it. But really, at the end of the day, it's like, is it a good fight? Do they both have the opportunity to beat each other? And I think they do. So,
No, that's a great fight.
So you'd be okay if we made that fight?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see it. Me personally, I want to see it. Yeah. Well, let me ask you guys something. Are you guys more into the sport aspect of the of the world,
Good question.
or entertainment aspect?
Such a good question.
Because
I have a saying. I always say a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Like,
Yeah,
it's
good question.
It's never just a fucking straight on like, yes, I'm a purist. Yes, it needs to be this way, or no, it has to be like this. You even see it with the UFC. You see it with boxing. You see it everywhere. Where I think you have to get a mix of the most deserving, the best guys, but there's other factors that play into it. Like, most deserving guy could have an ankle injury. He needs to wait 2 months. But we got to keep the division moving. Okay, this guy and this guy, they'll promote the fight. This guy is deserving. Maybe there's one more guy that's a little more deserving, but timeline, it's like yes and no. You know what I mean?
So as the promotion side, so it's such a tough question, but the promotion side, are you into Chat GPT?
I use ChatGPT pretty much.
Right. So if you punch in Chat GPT, what's the best way to promote MMA? Number one thing is storylines.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so when you got Anthony Verdun versus Axel, you have an amazing storyline there.
Totally.
You know what I mean? So you got to find that balance because you can't just put storylines together. You got to put the most deserving together. You got to have guys that, sell tickets, have a good fan base. Yeah. Bro, it's such a interesting formula.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't answer your question, did I?
No. It's like you guys are pretty much saying the balance. But I'm just asking because look at the UFC, right? Like me as a athlete or not a fighter, and seeing how they're doing Arman, for example, Arman Sarukian, and they're making this bullshit matchup against Gaethje versus
Fatty.
versus Fatty. I'm like, but I get it too. It's like the entertainment factor too.
Not just entertainment. So I have a question for you too. Sorry to cut you off, but Arman had a shot at the title. Speculation was he was missing weight. It wasn't a back injury.
Yeah.
So you have a great opportunity to be the best in the world, UFC champ, and then you pull that. Why should the promotion, give you another title shot too, right? So it's just a thing of there's all these factors that go into it when you are making these fights. It's just a crazy
thing. Bunch. Like also with the fight that just happened, Van Pantoja, we saw what happened. 25 seconds in, Pantoja breaks his arm, and it's like that's the fight that needs to happen. But we can't wait a year and have Van not defend this belt. So there's gonna need to be a fight there, even though that's maybe.
Yeah, but I think that's completely justifiable. But the whole Arman thing,
totally.
Listen, I call it contempt of Dana, right? Like you piss Dana White off, you're going to pay.
Shit, contempt of Chris Buck. You pissed Chris Buck off.
I'm sorry.
No, Diego. That's why, to me, it's just the smartest fighters, the smartest pros work well together for their own mutual benefits, right? You want to make it mutually beneficial. Fighter takes care of the promotion takes care of the fighter. When you start developing an adversarial relationship or it's tough, from the promoter side, it makes me why do we really want to work with this guy or this or that? And I think that whole Arman thing, I think he pissed Dana off and Dana's flexing I'm the fucking boss and this is how it's going to go.
What he wants, yeah.
But I do think Arman's the best in the weight class.
Oh, he is.
But I just want to shout out Arman because he understands the game. He already, he won, he called out Topuria. But he knew he was not gonna get the title shot. Immediately he knew, but it's because he understands the game.
He does.
As a fighter, you gotta do that too. You gotta understand that. You gotta understand the game.
Where Arman's so smart too. He's great on social media. He's really built his fan base. Man, I'm a huge fan of his.
Huge fan of the food he eats. All looks amazing.
Dude, he's eating on private jets burgers and shit. I just freaking love it.
He's super talented. I just saw some video of him, and I think there's an Ultimate Fighter Ultimate Fighter kind of show that they do, him and Khamzat do, and they wrestle. And it was super competitive. I was very impressed with that. Not that I didn't think it was gonna be, but just to see them wrestle and how competitive it was back and forth, it was he's insane.
Who do you think wins between Patty and Justin?
I think Patty, just because Gaethje is on his way out, but Gaethje might caught him. But Patty's known for having a chin too.
Yeah.
But I just think he got more, he's more polished. It's a little bit more of a new blood.
And I feel like he's been huge against the guys he fights. I feel like in all these past couple fights, he looks massive, and I think he's going to look way bigger than
I don't know. I really think if Gaethje...
We've been arguing about this.
No, I can see both winning. I think if Gaethje doesn't have the best takedown defense, even though he's a D1 wrestler and everything, I don't know, I just feel like I've seen him get taken down. But if he could keep it on the feet, chop down Patty's legs and hit him with those hooks when they're trying to exchange, I don't think you see Patty having too much success on the feet, to be honest.
Gaethje's such a beast on the feet.
Because I do think he's gonna chop.
Personally, I want Gaethje to win.
I really think
he's a goofball.
Gaethje's gonna come in, with the regular Gaethje style and be aggressive. He's gotten a lot smarter over the years. Obviously, he said that, but I think he's gonna take this fight very serious and like be very tactical because this is his last shot to achieve his dreams, and he has to be completely dialed and locked in for this fight. And I don't know. I just on the feet, I just see him clip. I think Patty's chin's in the air. I see him clipping him, and I see him tagging him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can never count him out. So,
But if Patty gets him to the floor, I do think it'll be a long night for Gaethje.
Yeah.
I just think Patty's known for having his chin. You know how he says like
Yeah, but like who's he got? Who's he gotten hit by like that? Think about it.
Not
Chandler
this
didn't let
guy,
anything-
but I forgot the name of the guy, but it was the guy before this one. He clipped him really bad.
Tony?
Not Tony.
He fought.
They're not before he started fighting ranked foods.
Exactly. But that,
Yeah.
well, no disrespect to the unranked guys, but now you're finding someone in Justin Gaethje who's put a lot of people out, which I just think is interesting. It'll be an interesting fight.
Well, he catches you at the right
beat
shot,
Chandler
like,
too.
lights out.
Chandler is a goofball too. Like he got a similar
But the
style
thing
like
is,
Gaethje.
it's like weird because styles make matchups. Like he beat Chandler way easier than Poirier, way easier than Gaethje, right? But
Yeah.
I believe Poirier probably smashes Patty. Maybe not right now. I don't know, but
But do you really think any of those guys really have the star power that Armin has?
Patty for sure.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
I know he's
Really?
Patty has more star power.
Bro, I
than
think Armin
Well, they're probably
becoming
like very similar right
champion
now.
blows the roof off of things. Armin, I don't know.
I don't know. I think Patty, because you get a whole new market, I think, with Patty. I mean,
England.
with Armin, you get the Russian
Russian,
and Armenian.
Yeah.
But you have a lot of guys that are Russian that have been at the top of the sport for a while. Like a guy from UK, they don't have anyone new from the UK really becoming champ or who's like been really high level.
They're on Morphe.
Who?
They're on Morphe.
Yeah, but no one's getting behind him for some reason. That's why they're not pushing him to the title.
Bro, I don't know what.
It doesn't matter. He's amazing.
I'll be selling his story. You know, he got shot, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll be like this fool got shot and he came back to life and now he's just scrapping.
They like Patty with the bowl cut hair and dancing and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll be behind it, especially if he's from England, like from a promoter perspective. I'll be selling
But
the
honestly,
story.
if
like,
Patty wins, you have two huge fights. You make either him versus Ilya or even him versus Armin's a big fight too.
Yeah, that's
but that's
huge.
good. That's going back to the same there. Like, why would you make? I love Diego Lopez, but why would you make Diego Lopez versus Volkanovski instead of making Lerone Murphy versus Volkanovski?
Or even what was the other guy, Mosar?
Most part, I understand he's inactive, bro. Like if you're
Yeah.
not active, as a fighter, I feel like you need to be active. You need to fight at least once a year. Once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the minimum.
Yeah, that's like bare minimum. And going back to you said, I don't know if you're an amateur, bro, and you're fighting twice a year. Like fuck you, bro. You're doing. I don't know. Maybe you're just young, or I don't know what's going through your life. But if you want to do this for a living, you're fighting twice a year as an amateur. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man, you gotta stay super active. You gotta get as much experience as possible. And I think that's why I firmly believe the guys gotta stay active. They've got to take tough fights. You know, we still struggle with, guys just looking for cans or easy fights. It's crazy to me. If you want to be serious in this sport.
Is that an actual issue for you guys? Like, keep it a book. Like, be honest.
Yeah.
Like, you guys,
I think
they're ducking each other.
dude,
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Like, I mean, we get kind of who's available for the card, who wants to get on the card, and then we start communicating with either the managers, the coaches, dads, whoever we're in contact for the fighter.
Yes.
It really just it depends on the fighter. But yeah, there's times where like, hey, we're looking for this sort of fight. We want to fight a striker. We want to fight a grappler, or not this guy right now. Maybe in 2 fights, and that usually will mean someone easier, someone that's a different opponent.
But then you get those same people going on social media. Oh, they can't find me a fight. I'll fight anybody. This and that. And like Ryan's like, this motherfucker. I offered him like 3 fights and he turned them all down.
Like,
Like,
it just it becomes a pet peeve of mine. Like I saw it with my own eyes. This fool calling themselves the best out there in that division, and then immediately you're ducking the fight. Like fuck you, man. Like just fight the best out there. Like keep it active. If you lose, you lose. Take it to the chin. We get better.
well, I think especially in the Rising Stars. I mean, has to.
Is
be
anyone
that
gonna ask who he's talking about? I feel like that would have been a good question. Who are you talking about?
No, I don't want to get ahead of it.
Okay,
but
okay, never mind.
After my fight, when I win, I'm gonna call him out.
Wait, I'm actually curious.
Storyline in the making.
I'm gonna call him out because ideally on the perfect roll, you win the belt, and then it's like you defend it once, and then what else is there? Probably
Go pro or maybe again, weight class up, something like that.
or like just get the state championship.
Yeah.
Because I'm huge on getting experience. Like the most experience you get, the better it is. You look at Patty Pimblett and Tom Aspinall, they said like they wish they see longer on the AMI circuit.
I think
that they could have gone in like more experience, and then they would have learned how to lose, because that's
is it the number of fights in amateur, or is it the experience you gain in the number of fights? Does that make sense? Like, so for me, when I'm thinking about an AMI, like 8 fights or something like that, then I think they should be going pro.
Yeah,
in my opinion. Or could somebody go a little bit quicker if they've had tougher fights?
I think quicker. So like, if you look at Diego's first fight, which lasted 30 seconds, I don't count that as so much experience, right? But good shit. For
but that's reality.
But then a fight that sticks in my head right now is Sevak Akopian versus Alexander Wendell, which was on our last card, where you got a lot of like pro level experience there, where you don't need too many of those battles as an amateur, but you need a couple of those to feel what it's like to go in a back and forth fight.
Got to be
good
tested.
Positions, bad positions tested. So I think like the topic about cans, people that want to fight cans and they're 8-0 and they have 8 knockouts, they didn't gain shit from the experience they did. So I would recommend fighting 2 or 3 tough fights before you go pro. Someone who's 4-3 but has fought like pro level fights, or even 4-2, whatever. As long as you got the experience, I think you have to gauge on what you've been through your amateur career as opposed to the number of fights.
Yeah, I look at Jose Hernandez, right, who just vacated and he's now going pro. I think it's perfect timing for him. That guy's experienced a lot, been through the trenches, experienced adversity.
That's that. If you could make that match again, like versus Nurki, I would like to do it. Not because I'm friends with Nurki, but it's because I love the game so much.
Yep.
And then I remember when I did my debut, I was with Jose. We were in the same corner. I think it was blue. And I saw him hitting pads and moving. And I was like, bro, I really like that style.
Yeah.
So that's a style that I would like to watch, like in a full match. Because if it was a short match, but if we had the chance to run it again and watch how like high level.
No, we were talking about how I was so excited for that fight.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
really
excited. But just strictly because I'm like I love the game. I'm a nerd about this. Like I go to like Brazilian national TV to start watching fights, and like I go down the rabbit hole. So that was a match I was like really invested in.
Yeah, and I think it also depends, like with Nurki, with Rayshawn, the Rayshawn that showed up for the Nathan Hawthorne fight. Wow,
not many
amazing.
People.
So entertaining to watch when he's on fire like that.
I don't think many people in the state would have dealt with Rayshawn that night. Like I really feel like he looked like one of the best guys at that weight class in the state that night.
And on his dip, like I'm gonna say this as a friend of Nurki.
Who is it? Mom or no?
Nah.
Oh.
Who is it?
No, it's because there was someone trying to like use my social for.
Bro, I've been hearing there's so much of that shit going on right now. It's like actually nuts. Yeah.
So I had to like call back right after this. But
you want to take?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, going back to the game is like I don't think Nurki did a bad thing. Because they're saying, you're the striker, why are you taking him down, bro? He did it. He just got you kick it or sweep him, and he went with the momentum forward. So as a fighter, it's like once you take it, like it happens to me a lot when you take a position by accident or by momentum, instead of dwelling on it and trying to go back to normal, I'm not taking advantage of that, and that's what Nurki did. He went, swept him, went for a ground and pound. It just happened he overextended a little too much, and then he got caught with a seasoned opponent. But I don't think he did it bad.
No, not that he did. The only thing he did bad was overextend and get caught.
Yeah.
I guess, and you guys know more. I think we're pretty educated in the fight game, but you guys are in the trenches every day, learning from your coaches and training every day. The only thing I could say, just knowing Nurki, knowing his body type, and knowing how good he is on the feet, is like, I would just tell him if I was a coach, but again, I'm not an expert.
You're not a coach.
You keep it, but with Nurki and his skills and his feints and his speed and his power.
Oh, his speed is annoying, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Keep it on the feet at all costs. Again, he didn't do anything wrong, but for Nurki in any fight he's going to be in the rest of his career, I really believe him being on the feet is his best path to victory.
Yeah.
No matter how it gets to the floor, any of that. There's not many people that will hang with him when he's at his range and dealing like that.
Facts.
So am I a coach now?
No, but I mean, I think it's very well said. Facts.
That's the way. I think you nailed it.
But again, he didn't do anything wrong though, besides overextending. But that's it. It's also hard when you're kind of taller in the guard and throwing those punches.
That's just momentum. Like you gotta understand. I go and then it's like I'm going with you. There's nothing I can do to stop it.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to get up. but I try to get up safely. If I get up just normally and then you catch my ankles and then you slip and now I'm bottom.
It's a crazy game you guys play. No, but it's like all these little things you have to. That's what you can't. I feel like you can't think too much. Also, you have to just be.
You have to. It's a risk.
Yeah.
You got to take a lot of risk in this in the game.
No, that's for sure.
But yeah, shout out Jose. I love his way. Hopefully he does great when he go because he's going pro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the move to Classic Fight Team I think was big for him too, right? The Classic Fight Team, those guys are just animals out there. You've seen like an evolution with him since he's been over there.
So and then shout out Newski. He's like, bro, when me striking with him, it's like I get annoyed. Annoyed.
He must just patter you up with that jab too, right? It's so fast and so long.
Because I'm a volume guy. I'm like throwing. I don't spend a second. I'm throwing. I'm like volume. Like I don't want to hurt you with power shots. I want to like drown you. And I'm throwing that guy so fast. He's like moving his head. And I'm like, fuck you, bro. Like I'm gonna just take you down.
You know what the good thing is though? Most people you fight will not be close as fast as him.
Yeah, but that's why I love working with him.
Yeah.
Now, hey, let me switch it up. Let me switch it up for a bit.
All right, go switch it up. What we gonna talk about?
Edgar versus Weston.
Yeah, bro. Chris, bring up the graphic. We got the graphics queued. I was gonna ask you about all these. I think we're allowed to do this. I have a bunch of matchup graphics on the card that you're gonna be fighting on. I want you to make predictions on all the fights. If you get them all right, I'm gonna get you like a gift card to dinner or something, like a nice dinner, steakhouse or something like that. Nice. Okay, so first fight. I guess let's go through all the graphics, but we'll talk about all the fights too. Edgar Amirkhanian versus Weston Quiros for the Who's Up Next title and California State title at 170. What do you think?
Oh, it's a welterweight bout.
Yeah, they're fighting at 170.
So
look at that.
He's like, why?
What?
No, I'm just saying it's good. The less you weight cut on amateur, the better, because you're gonna put your liver on or your kidneys on the line when you go pro.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this fight, to be honest.
Bro, I'm so when we go through the card, the whole Rising Stars cards, there's 5 titles. I'm excited about every fight. But this one
it was technically like 7.
Because 7 titles total. Yeah.
God damn.
But yeah, no, it's crazy.
We don't play around over here, Diego.
So is the state title and what else?
It's a Who's Up Next belt, which is
you thought about that, yeah.
A new title. It's gonna be like the BMF, like the UFC has. So not pursuant to a weight class, not pursuant to amateur or pro, just badass fights that don't have a regular title on them.
Yeah.
If it's a big fight, we'll do it. So 170 title is taken right now. 155 title you'll be fighting for. So we felt like this fight had to have a title on it, and that gave us the idea to make this belt.
Yeah. I mean, Edgar is one of those guys. He's 4-0, right?
Yeah, 4-0 right now.
And then all finishes.
Yeah.
I think it's well deserved.
Weston's definitely earned his stripes as a Rising Star too, 7-2. The best of the best.
The thing about Weston, I don't know much about him. Just that when I started fighting, I think he was on his way out, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I think he when I was there, I think he fought Brendan.
Yeah, he fought Brendan.
Yeah, but
that's kind of right when you came on the scene.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I don't know much about him. I knew about Edgar like way before I started fighting.
How can anybody not know about Edgar? He's the funniest dude on the roster, bro. Like, I mean, he's just chirps away.
But prediction, I'm gonna keep it short. I think Edgar is winning. His striking is really like for someone his side is like super fast.
Yeah.
and I just see him winning by counter striking.
Do you know what a path to victory for Weston looks like? Not saying you think he's good, like you think Edgar's gonna win. That's your pick, but how does Weston win the fight versus Edgar?
Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of Weston, man. And then I was in backstage when he was fighting Brendan, so I don't know much about his style.
That's fair.
And I haven't seen him at all, so I wouldn't have a weight to say how he's gonna win.
Okay.
To be honest, but he looks like, from what I know, he's balanced, like a balanced fighter. Like how would you call that? Freestyle
All
or
around
balance,
freestyle,
all around.
balance.
So he's an all rounder. So maybe if
He's strong everywhere, bro.
so I
he's
would say
solid
like
everywhere.
maybe become a mixed martial artist and mixing it up. But I do see Edgar with counter striking. He's a guy who's like Newski. He's like fast too. For that weight class, he's really fast.
Yeah, what's cool about this one is there's so much chirping back and forth between these dudes going at each other.
It's also another fight both these guys need before they go pro. I think it's fucking amazing. I think Weston's had enough of them. Honestly, Weston could have went pro already, but
yeah.
I do think this is a good big step up for Edgar. I'm not saying he's not ready for it and everything, but it's time for
Careful
Edgar.
what you say. Edgar's going to listen.
Whatever,
And
me and Edgar,
jump in the DMs.
Cool. Me, Edgar, whatever.
Yeah, Diego, if I tell Edgar it's going to be a challenge, it's a big challenge, he gets mad at me.
That's a fighter mentality right
as
there.
a fighter, you should. Like, I'm like,
I love the mindset.
Yeah.
But Dylan, don't you think that this is probably his biggest challenge? How do you see it
I
going?
mean, probably, yeah. Yeah, I mean.
Ever?
Like he's about to hit me?
It's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, no, but I do think Edgar's taking this one for that's the way. I don't know what round or which round. I just know.
I'm really excited. Me and
It's a big fight.
We said we're gonna get back to doing this, but we were doing IG lives a lot of the time to promote fights before we had the podcast and doing all these things, and it was just a topic of conversation. Edgar versus Weston. Weston versus Edgar. This guy wanted to fight him. Now this guy wants to fight him. And for 2-3 years, now January 31st, it finally comes. And that's pretty exciting too, because they'll have the 170 state title, which I'm sure you'll have your eyes on eventually too, where everything could align for kind of everyone that's on this card.
Yeah, you may be matched up against the winner of this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you could be maybe going for double champ. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think, okay, so you think Edgar's going to win. We'll mark that down. Again, you have to get all these fights right to get a steakhouse dinner or a dinner of your choice, whatever you want. And can I come with you to dinner so we can do this together?
100%.
You guys want to come
I'm
too?
in.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go to the next fight. Chris, whatever graphic is next.
You still got to get me to dinner if I win the title. When I win it.
That's fair too. Okay. Next title fight on the line. Arshak Dadorian versus Seth Knifeface Coleman. That's gonna be for the bantamweight title, which is vacant. Byron Valle went pro. He's also gonna be on this card, stack card. What do you think about? I'm sure you're familiar with both of these guys. What do you think?
Knifeface, I think he's a good entertainer. As a fighter, he's a good entertainer. The thing about Arshak is he's just well-rounded. He's just a monster, and then he's gonna drown you. So respectfully, I feel like Knife hasn't faced someone like Arshak.
Yeah, I feel like it's fair to say.
That's a good point.
He's seasoned, and he got the skills too. And then so I think Arshak he's 7'6".
Arshak is 5-2.
Yeah, his 7'5".
His last performance was freaking amazing.
Exactly. And then he's still getting better, and he's young. He's barely
22, 23-ish, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a big step up for Knifeface, to be honest with you.
100%. I don't want to count Knifeface out.
Can't count Knifeface
No,
out.
I don't think so. And I think if Knifeface could get Arshak to fight in his type of fight, it makes it more interesting. I think if Arshak, I mean, again, though, Knifeface, he's well-rounded too. He really is. People think he's just a brawler, but if you really watch his fights, he has good takedown defense. He's pretty freaking good everywhere too. I think there's a stigma about him. I think maybe because of the way he looks potentially. He also fights very aggressively, but I think
he fights really aggressive. Yeah,
I think that was kind of earlier on, his first couple of fights, right? But then I think the last fights he's fought in a lot more strategically and been still very entertaining fights, but he's been a lot more strategic and thought out, I think.
Yeah, no, I think both these guys, this is perfect because both of them are like UNF faces essentially too. Both fighting for a title, both earned and deserved. And I'm excited to see this one, honestly.
Yeah.
Again, this whole fight card is fucking sick. Just wait till we get through.
I'm so excited.
But if I had to say, I'm gonna go.
You have to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Arshak. I'm gonna go with Arshak, and then it's just based off experience. And then the skill set too. I think Arshak's taking this one.
Yeah, I think this is a big step up for Coleman too. I think Arshak has fought Byron Valle, Michael Santiago, Matthew Ingram, who's they all have really good records. I think Knifeface hasn't fought anyone like that yet, but it's a great this is the unknown. Is he ready? Yeah. How's he gonna do against one of the better amateurs out there? And we get to find out, which is fucking awesome.
Exactly. That's the only way to find out.
Well, it goes back to what we're saying. Test yourself, right?
Yeah. So it's. I think Arshak takes this one though.
How does he take it?
TKO.
You think ChatGPT agrees with you?
Let's find out.
Chris, you want to search it up, buddy? Oh wait, Chris now has a camera on himself
Chris,
now
let's
too.
See that beautiful face
let's see you, Chris.
Looks like
Hey,
that.
everyone.
Right
is. Everybody gets to see the man behind the scenes.
You put the camera on your spelling. Let's see how you spell everything out.
He's like, Dorian, how do I spell that?
What did you spell last time? What was the word? Oh my God. That was the funniest
Listen,
shit ever.
I screw with Chris. Thank God I'm not the one sitting there, but lately my spelling.
No, I'll be honest. I tried writing schedule on our whiteboard today, and I was missing the E, and I knew it wasn't right, but I just left it up there.
A couple letters.
No, there was only an E.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. So we talked about Weston and Edgar. Would you want to fight the winner of that? Is that if you get through your opponent January 31st, are you going to stay at 155? Did you want to go up? Do you kind of have a plan, or are you just?
I already have
fight
kind
at
of
a
like a plan. Well, not a plan set. I'll tell you, I like to take a step at a time.
Yeah.
So right now I'm dialed in for the fight. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but
you are going to call somebody out that night.
yeah, exactly. And then it's like, if I were to win, I'm gonna call someone out. So I'm gonna go step by step. You know what I mean?
I'm going to make sure I'm in the cage, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so ChatGPT says, if the fight plays out as expected based on current records and community predictions, Arshak Dorian is more likely to win, especially in a decision or by controlled striking. But Seth Coleman certainly has the skills to pull off an upset if he dictates the fight's pace.
It's kind of what you said.
Yeah.
All right.
I will try.
ChatGPT is with you.
Yeah. I know game.
Fucking, you're smart.
Strike one for Diego.
Smart, Diego.
But that's it. Don't ask me for nothing else.
All right, Chris, what's next?
Hey, let me put out this. You think you're gonna get a 5-4 mark? He's saying no now.
Mark Sanders, maybe for this card. The only reason being is we're like pretty much done matchmaking, bro. Like we have like 20 fights made right now. But he's on that short list of like, and fights will fall out because we're 6 weeks out right now. Like we're trying to get him on. If not, we'll most likely get him on our February show.
Yeah.
February, March.
Yeah, he's on a tear. What, 3-0 now, right?
Yeah.
Bro, after his last fight, I gave him crazy props, which was deserved. Like he really looks like a guy that can make some noise in the
amazing in that fight. I was super impressed, and that was my first event working for here, so I really got to lock in and watch that, and I was extremely impressed with him.
Yeah.
I just like he did it to not a scrub. You can Mario?
Yeah.
Mario was his name?
Well, he looked way better in this fight than his first fight with us. And he fought, I mean, people could think whoever, but he looked way better in his second fight than his first fight. People would say his second opponent was probably maybe tougher than his first. I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, it was just decision making. He just fighting IQ and stuff. I think he just did better decisions than the first fight. And you saw it. And then the other guy was a little bit more dangerous than the first guy in the ground. Because he's a black belt, you know.
No, but his second fight, he just looked on fire to me. Like striking, the wrestling.
Looks so focused.
Yeah, he was in that flow state.
He looked like it was like angry, but like good. I don't know how to explain. Like he was just ferocious.
Controlled.
The first one was more just like back control, take down when he could, like not as like aggressive and just angry.
He wasn't as exciting, let's be honest.
No, he wasn't. But that last fight, I was like, damn, this fool's freaking good.
Again, you guys are going to laugh at me, but it reminds me of Newski versus Nathan Hawthorne. Yeah. Like that was such a performance, like so exciting. I was like watching every moment of that. He was out there putting on a show.
I'm hoping you can get on the car so that way we can go together.
Our matchmakers are not that good, bro. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're not that good though. We already made fucking the whole card. We're just waiting for the boss to give us a new date.
Good job.
Oh, Pargev Kachachin versus Todd Stafford. Chris, can we show him the clip of Pargev? You have that queued up? But let's talk about it for now. It's a funny clip.
As soon as I left, that shit happened.
It was right when you left.
It was right. I love cheese, man, bro. I love brown. I like watching that shit. I'll be like,
after the fact. Bro, you know the bad thing with me, I love it after the fact. But at the moment, I'm like, guys, stop. This isn't nice.
And then the worst part is it's like two trained guys. If they really wanted to, they could go at it. It would just
it'd be ugly.
Be ugly.
Yeah.
And I was shocked because Pargev is such a nice dude, bro. Like.
Well, you'll see right now why it happened.
We'll see what happens.
You're fighting Todd Stafford.
Yes.
UNF 30, January 31st. He actually sent us a little message to play for you on the podcast.
So that's great.
And just so you know, this was before content day.
I can't wait.
Let's not gonna like it.
Good morning. Ryan, Chris, Dylan, whoever's on the podcast, good morning. I got a phone call that you guys have a special guest on today. Well, I got a little message for him. Pargev, fuck you. January 31st. This fight's
I don't think
personal.
Parkiv likes
I'm
it.
coming to rip your head off.
No, you gotta listen to the rest.
No,
of
no.
Listen to the rest, and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Look at
Okay.
Parker's face.
I start now. Okay, guys. You remember I punch him in the head? Maybe after this punch is forget. Last time I fuck him. Yes?
Fought before? Yeah.
Everybody,
Did you not hear what he said last time? I fucking.
bro, please.
You fucked him.
Don't
up.
start.
No, you didn't.
Bro, please. Don't start. Don't
my God.
start.
I think I'm crying, Edgar. Look at it. I'm crying again.
I don't know where he got the confidence from.
He's so
Pro
stupid,
debut.
guys.
He wants to
So
fuck up his
stupid.
debut already. I don't get it.
I don't even. It's gonna be one sided, respectfully. Cause I saw him. I was fighting that card too when he fought. What's it called? Debt dealer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He got wobbled, and then on the second round, I think that was by a Muay Thai guy. You got out grapple, and then you almost got finished too, and then you're the wrestler. So it's like that tells you a lot of a fighter. Like respectfully, it's just dumb. Like I will kill myself if I get out grappled by a Muay Thai guy. I'm not saying they're not bad. It's just like how can
Well, he only got out grappled when he was tired in the third round, though. He was dominating with the grappling the first 2 rounds.
Yep.
Yes.
First
Oh,
round?
for
I was
sure.
there. First round and half.
I
of the
was
second.
there, brother. You were in the locker room training,
I
bro.
worked the cage door. Yeah, Todd totally dominated the first 2 rounds. He did get rocked that third
I
round.
killed myself. It feels a little aggressive.
Come on.
I know how good I am, and it's like
Yeah.
I'll rather take a knockout, like a head kick to,
Than
I
getting-
like just like the Dagestanis. I'd rather say that you almost knocked me out than considering a takedown from a striker. I'm like, nope, will never happen.
So you rather get knocked out than someone hit like a suplex on you?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
You're going to sleep if you try that.
Well, you got to give Pargev credit.
But Parker,
I also want to ask you. So happened at Continent, Pargev ended up giving Todd a little like push slap type of
Little
thing,
butt
right?
tap, yeah.
Do you feel like after seeing that video that Pargev, Todd should have got slapped or hit by Pargev or no? Like, how would you deal with that if you were a fighter and that kind of?
I'm different. Like
You're a troll. You know how to.
Yeah. Like, I'll go and I call you like your sister's fat or some shit like that. Like on some high school shit. But
You're like on that-
Parget shit. Like culturally speaking, like they don't take that shit lightly.
It's funny that you say that because somebody else told me like you don't do that to Armenians or Russians. Like
Yeah,
you take that shit really, really serious.
They
But
take you seriously.
But what I was going to say is, props to Todd in the sense of taking that fight with Pargev. Pargev's one of the top prospects at flyweight. Pargev's already beat Todd. The one thing I love about Todd, he's got a lot going on in his personal life. His mom's struggling with cancer and just a lot of things. But to have, that motivation to train and to fight somebody like Pargev, you got to give him a lot of credit. I don't think, again, I do believe Pargev has the higher level skill set. But man, this is MMA. Super stoked to see this one.
MMA is the only sport like you can never know. You can bet $1,000 on the best prospect, and then last second they get killed. It's a more unpredictable sport out there.
But even if Todd goes out there and let's say he loses to Pargev, right? He still doesn't lose any stock. When you fight a guy at that level of Pargev, I don't think your stock.
Well,
goes
look at the
down.
other side. If he happens to pull it off,
Yeah.
he has everything to gain. Really nothing
100%.
to lose. They've already fought. Pargev dominated when they did fight. People are expecting the same thing. He has nothing to lose and everything to gain. So
Yeah. But I like the game. So I do like it and I don't. What Todd's doing, like trying to get him.
He's selling the fight. He's doing great. He's
and he's trying to get him
what
Pargev's
he
head.
should be doing.
Well, look at skill set wise, Pargev's a fucking monster on paper. That's, a mismatch right there. I think Todd really knows and understands he's got to get in Pargev's head, right? He's got to make Pargev get off of his game.
Totally. I was just watching that first fight today, and I even mentioned it to Ryan. I was like, they're so respectful. I maybe because I saw this first, it was surprising to me. But they're shaking up, they're touching, and they were so respectful. So maybe he thinks he has to change his mindset and like approach it from a different angle. And man, who knows what happens?
Listen, I think it's I know Pargev I hope Pargev does it. I think what Todd is trying to do and get in his head is a smart move on Todd's part. I think Pargev's just cut from a different cloth. He's a beast. You got to figure out whatever you can do to try to one up this guy. I think Pargev is that good.
Totally.
yeah, I agree.
that's
He's proved it. Yeah.
So you're going Pargev?
I'm going with Parker.
Boom! I can't wait to see that one. That one's gonna be
Do
exciting.
you want to
too.
pull the same thing? Like give a message to your opponent right now? Like,
No, we'll get to that once we get to his graphic. It's
oh,
on there.
okay,
It's
yeah,
on
we haven't
there.
gotten there. I'm jumping the gun.
Yeah,
here.
you're jumping the gun. Hold on, we got the flow.
You got to think of something really good to entertain us.
Okay, Yassine Saididine versus
Bang.
Elijah Duke in a rematch. Elijah Duke did hit him with a nice shot that put Yassine away the first time they fought. Yassine fights Danny Labastida, gets a front kick knockout. Yassine hops on the mic, says he wants all his rematches. All these fighters are boring. Fuck them all. And now we make this fight for the flyweight championship and flyweight state title.
State?
Yeah, don't look too surprised.
Like, where you got this from, dog? Like, they, hey, quick question. So, because I go to Topology a lot. So,
Rankings don't mean shit if you're gonna ask about rankings.
no, it's not that. It's actually, they mean a lot. If you go to nationally speaking, SoCal got the best fighters.
Oh,
Nationally.
by far,
Amateur.
bro.
Amateurs. Like, we're on the best, one of the best states. With that being said, why would you make it the state title?
Why wouldn't you?
Huh?
Why wouldn't you? At
They're
flyweight,
relatively new to the. They're relatively new to
Not
the game.
really.
oh,
Yeah.
Flyweight's I'll tell you why. You feel like Newski could have fought for a flyweight state title or no? I'm just curious.
After Jose or before Jose?
Oh, before, like him versus Jose.
One more fight. I would have make a. I think. Well, that's just personally me. Just
Yeah.
regular, UNF belt. Defend it once and make it a state. Because for me, it's like the state champion has to be held by the best in the state.
Yeah, but the best in the state is whoever the UNF champ is, brother. So maybe that was a little cocky in me, but that's how I feel. So I feel like if these guys are fighting for the UNF belt, they deserve to be fighting for the state title. If the commission agrees, which is the ones that sanction the belt, realistically, you know what I mean? So I'll give you the rundown of why these guys deserve it. Now, it's not all one size fits all at the end of the day, right? Like you'll see guys that fight for a state title that are like 5-3 or 6-3, right? Your record on paper is better than that, 4-0, but for some reason or another, like it's because they've been more active or they have more fights. These two guys, I'll let you know. Flyweight, the pool is a lot smaller than bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight. And then once you get 185 and up, it's also a little smaller of a pool.
Yeah. 100%.
Elijah Duke's been on a little tear. He had a great knockout versus Yassine. Yassine ended up finding Danny, which we know Danny hasn't been on the best run recently, but Danny has been regarded as one of the best flyweights for like 3-4 years already, like as a rising star. So when he did that, and it was a rematch, you know, it just... the chips fell into place. We presented it, and they actually loved the fight. They're like, you know, we believe these are two of the top guys. Maybe not the top two guys, but two of the top guys.
Okay. Now I understand that. But me, like, just as a fighter, this is my opinion, just as a fighter.
No, for sure.
I just want to fight for the belt first, defend it once, and then I take pride on calling myself the best. So that's why that's how I will do it.
yeah. I think the state belts are a little funky.
Yeah.
Also, just the way it all goes down and. Yeah, I do believe I'm not a fan of the rankings, the way things are currently done, whether that's camo or Tapology. I'm not a huge fan.
I'm a fan, bro.
You know, we're making
Yeah, because you're number 8.
Numbers don't lie, bro.
me and Dylan are making a pound. Me and Dylan are making a pound.
How Stone Lavelle, right?
Yeah.
You know who that is?
Yeah, he's the state champion and 85, right?
Sorry, go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
No, I'm stopping you because you're like this.
Go ahead.
What?
So he's beat Bryce D. Camargo twice. And Bryce D. Camargo's ranked number 1 in Tapology.
And recently, within the last 6 months.
How does that
7 months.
happen?
I don't know. I really don't know.
So fuck the rankings. But you know what we are doing? Me and Dylan are creating. Can I get my point off real quick, Diego? Yeah.
Sorry, I have to.
I care about
I'm not
the
trying to
rankings.
shit
No,
on
I
Bryce.
want to say something.
Wait, I need to clean this up. I'm not trying to shit on Bryce or whatever, but I just want to say, like, how is that possible when somebody beat you twice and you know you're ranked above them? Yeah. So it just goes to show, for me at least, why I don't so much believe in those rankings.
Can I go now?
Yeah. Sorry.
Me and Dylan are creating our own unit, pound for pound.
Pound for pound this or ranking in general from every...
Every weight class?
Yeah.
No, probably just pound for pound.
I got to be there, bro.
You're on the list. You're on the list for the Rising Stars.
Well, if you're fighting for a championship, you're on that list.
I'm top 3, hands down.
No, I
You
don't
think you're
I don't
top
know if
3?
you made the top 3 cut.
Yeah.
Did you make top 3? I think you're right. You're like 3 or 4.
Are you breaking it up like pros and
Yeah, we're doing
Rising Stars?
one pros and one for Rising Stars. Also, the first on our list, this is the only one I remember, is still Lavelle, just because he's a multi-time Camo State champ.
100%.
Beat the number 1 ring guy twice. So I feel like you kind of got to go with him there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up there though.
No, you are. You're definitely top 5 on there.
Yeah.
But it's also hard, like, bro, like it's hard to like actually make
Game
those
of
rankings.
inches.
Yeah, it's extremely hard to make the rankings.
Who do you think's our number 1 pro pound for pound?
I'm going with Gianni Vasquez right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gianni.
Gianni. Okay.
And then Romero's 2.
Yeah.
Alvin Morales probably 3.
Taco.
Taco.
Taco's in the
I mean, if
UFC.
you
Yeah,
count Taco, he's number 1. You got Artur Ratunian, who's looking really, really good.
Yeah.
There's a Tommy Aaron. I know, you know.
What's the name of the guy that I forgot? But I think he's Armenian.
Albert Tadavosian?
He just fought. I think he's.
Jor Sahakian.
I don't know his name.
Well, then we
I
can't
really
do
don't know.
anything.
But he was with Feria last fight. He was a pro.
Jora, right?
Long hair.
Yeah, Jora.
Yeah, that's right. He's fighting on this. Well,
I really love
probably
his
not.
style. I really love.
Yeah, he's
his
fighting
style.
on this card.
I don't know if that graphic's queued up here. I didn't know.
It's not ready.
I didn't know if Diego knew them. But let's go to the next fight. All right, so we just talked about Pargev, right? So you got Pargev.
And
Okay.
just
We
see.
just talked about.
Oh, Yassine, sorry.
Duke
Who are you
Yassine.
picking?
Whoa,
Cena or
That's a
Elijah?
tough one. That's really a tough one.
that's a hard one.
I really don't want to take a risk on this one. Cause last fight, bro, I really loved that. Last fight, they looked pretty even until you seen the spinning shit.
They looked even till they weren't even.
Huh?
They were even till they weren't even anymore.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So it's fuck. That's a hard one to tell, bro. I'm a toss in the air.
Come on, you got to pick if you
You know,
want. that
I'll have a
Jennifer
number behind my back. Choose 1 or 2. I'll tell you who you picked.
What?
Choose number 1 or 2, and I'll tell you what fighter you pick. Or just pick yourself, but you're taking a long time.
Let me ask ChatGPT, bro.
All right. Next graphic as he does this, Chris.
Look at that handsome guy on the left over there. All right.
Look at that.
Well, here, cat's out of the bag. Your opponent for the lightweight Rising Stars Championship will be Rostin Reddick. Initial thoughts?
That's a good fight. That's a good fight. We're both on the winning streak. And then I'm guessing no one wants to fight him. Just straight guess.
I think he's
No.
been
Yeah.
tough to match up, right?
Yeah, he's tougher to match up. He's like
Yeah.
kind of right around your same caliber. Of
Yeah.
like,
You're saying they're the same?
I'm saying they're at the
I'm just
right
saying.
now. No,
I just pulled an Edgar, bro. I'm just
right
pulling an
now at the
Edgar.
Rising Stars level, it's a good match to make for a title. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
This is the right timing. I feel like it's gonna be a good match. I'm going for the belt. And then what else can I say? Like I'm just excited for this match. I like where I come from. You guys know my story. I used to fight in the streets and stuff. So it's one of those feelings where it's just like I just want to fight, and it's like really I just want to fight because he's good.
Yeah.
It just makes me exciting. Like right now, it's like
Oh yeah,
I want to go
like
there.
it.
I really like to see that look in your eyes, that smile,
Well, it was really-
those eyes.
It was
Like,
really cool.
no, he believes what he's saying right now. He's not
Oh, I know.
bullshitting us.
No, I know. Diego doesn't bullshit around.
Yeah.
don't
Well,
think
some
so,
guys, you know, they talk, oh, I'm not scared of this and that, and you kind of see a little something in their eyes. Like, you actually mean what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean it. Like I'm excited for this fight because that's what fighting the best makes you feel. You know.
When I was geeking when we made this fight because I really think this is a tough test for both you guys, and I think it's
Judge.
gonna be a really good fight.
Yeah.
Just
Title worthy. Yeah.
expect a good fight.
Can you talk about your game plan at all? Or you're not willing to talk about
I
it?
don't know.
No.
No, I don't do that.
Okay, well, can you look at that camera and give a message to your opponent? It doesn't have to be rude or mean. Just
Let's go scrap. That's it.
You want to
That's
pull?
it.
You want to pull Todd Stafford right now?
Nah, I don't even know the guy. You know what I mean? So,
That's fair. Well, anyways, we're excited. Who do you got? Who you have in
winning.
this fight? Yeah,
I'm winning.
you got yourself.
Yeah.
Any prediction on the round or how you win?
You guys know it. You guys know it.
No, we don't tell us.
Yeah. You guys know it.
Put the cat out of the bag there, Diego.
TKO. I love TKOs. I love TKOs. I love TKOs more than knockouts.
All right.
I like that mentality.
Okay, let's get into the next fight. But banger of a card so far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sick
yeah,
card.
yeah.
All
You
right.
guys are starting strong.
Oh yeah, bro. We gotta start the new year with the bang.
Bro, what I love to do is I'm kind of a scumbag. So I'll go on like other promotions, websites, and just see their matchups. This and that. I'm like looking at our card versus everyone else's. I'm just like,
And then
get all giddy.
going back to it, funny part is that you guys got the best fighters according to the apology nationally.
oh, so maybe I agree with topology now.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
No. Like, you just take your time. It's gonna take you around 15 minutes to go down the rabbit hole. and then you're gonna find out you guys actually got the best in the nations.
Bro,
Can you give me a tutorial on Tapology?
Just go to Tapology and then
You
go,
just press
go
the
by
button,
region.
man.
Okay.
You just press
No,
the
I
button.
go Tapology.
You just scroll. That's it.
Yeah.
But okay, let's get next fight. Attila the Killer versus Moises Garibay. Featherweight vacant Rising Stars title. Attila used to be the 155 champ, vacated, and now he's going for his second strap versus undefeated Moises Garibay. So that's a good one too, man. Really
Who's
excited.
Gary Bay, respectfully?
He fought.
He's from Millennia.
He fought Axel Conrad, beat Axel Conrad. He's had 2 other fights, and he's 3-0.
No, I never saw him. That's why I'm asking. Like, I never.
I don't know how to. I mean, he's from.
No, he's super solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but
I'm gonna have to give this one to you because I only know Attila. I only seen Attila fight, so I'm gonna give it to you guys. I don't know.
No. Well, you have to pick, otherwise
Well,
you don't get the steak dinner.
yeah,
So just
I'm
go
gonna
with
go-
the
make Dylan. Hey, no, hey, let's fuck with Dylan. Make Dylan pick for you.
Oh, I can't do that.
No,
That's
Make Dylan pick.
Go, Dylan.
my contract tells me I can't pick. I'd be a bad matchmaker if I picked.
Your contract has nothing to do with that.
Come on,
I
Chris.
got
Look at
direct
Dylan's turning red, bro. He's turning red right
supervision
now.
from both of the Buckners. I can.
Okay, well, how about this, Dylan? Give your breakdown for this fight. Keys to victory for both guys, maybe.
Well, I think we've seen Attili's a scrapper. We saw that last fight where he won the belt. You know, he was, down a little bit and then got that huge punch to
Down
take
a
it.
little bit. Fuck.
Got that huge
He's a
punch to
dog,
take it.
bro.
So
He's a
Yeah,
he
dog.
just has to make it a scrap. And then Moises is super well rounded. And I mean, yeah, I think both of their keys are just trying to control the pace and making it their fight. Making the other person fight in their game, and it's such a good fight. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, I think if it stays standing up, it's going to be a very long night
Totally.
for Moises Garibay because when you look up the definition of dog in the dictionary, it shows a picture of Attila. That's for fucking sure in MMA. That guy,
You have to have.
never count him out. The chin he has, the power he has. But if Garibay could get it to the ground, that's Attila's one loss was getting control on the ground.
Head movement and lateral movement has to be on point versus Attila. Because if your head's somewhat stationary, that left hook or that right hand is going to find you. That's his favorite combo throw, is that like 2-3 or 3-2. And then he also has a really powerful jab. I mean, he always throws a powerful jab too. It's never just getting the range. It's like a step-in jab every time. So with Attila, if your chin is there, he throws with power every shot. Now, with really good move, I mean, Moises just has to really work on the movement, evading the shots, and then I think mixing all the martial arts together, being able to score on the feet, but along with, threading the takedown, getting him against the cage, clinch work, all that kind of stuff. But Attila's just so seasoned on the feet. He's like 20-3 as a kickboxer, multiple championships. Yeah, he's really, really good on the feet. And not just that he's good on the feet, he has so much power. So,
And
but honestly, Garibay, yeah, he's yet to lose. He obviously has a secret sauce
He
too.
is good. This is a great match. When I saw that you made this match, super excited.
Good job.
This is a great matchup. And again, whoever executes their game plan better wins this.
Yeah,
My-
it's funny because I feel like we say that about every fight. Like whoever uses their
it's
game
always
plan
true.
better.
Yeah, it's always
No, but it's
Well,
it's so
kinda
true.
Well, I guess it's two contrasting worlds. I think if it's stand up, it's Attila for sure. I think if it goes to the ground, I think it's Moises.
Yeah, no,
That's just what I
It
think.
has to. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, let's.
And no disrespect to either guy's ground game or striking game, just
I think the percentages play like that though. If you're Moises, you don't want to be standing with Attila. If you're Attila, you want to be standing versus anyone you fight. For the most part. Yeah.
as a fighter, I feel like that takes a mental. When you getting ready for someone who can knock you out in any split seconds, it's like it's.
Yeah.
Because on my third fight, the guy that I was fighting, he got dynamite on those hands. So I was like stepping into the cage. That was like on my back of my head. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get hit.
Yeah.
So it was like a little my first one was a little rushy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So as a fighter, I feel like when you fight someone like Attila, it's like that's gonna be on your head. I want to get hit. I don't want to get hit. But also that's counterproductive to you fighting because you're so worried about not getting hit that you're backing up too much. You're fighting on the back of your feet and like you cannot complete your game.
Yeah.
Or like you cannot fight comfortably.
Yeah. No, I think. Listen, that's what we had Arshak on the podcast one time. He's like, he doesn't like doing too much tape selling on people or like worrying about their strengths so much because if he does and he really dives into it, then he's going to be second guessing himself about the right hand that's really good or this high kick he has or whatever it is. So I think it's good to know and be aware, but don't let it consume you enough where you're off your own game and you're not worried about what you're supposed to be doing,
Yeah.
But that's the thing
Facts.
about fighting that I love is like there's so many different ways and like so many things you have to worry about and like all these different variables.
There's not a
that
one size fits all.
Yeah, no, it's
for an
not.
athlete.
It's not.
It's got to be individualized.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming since you don't know Moises Garbe, you're going with Attila.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going with Attila. And then he just got a God-given talent, bro.
Bro, that last fight that had how many million views? Was it 3 million views? Or
I think it's up to 4.
4 million
so
views.
good.
Bro, got dropped 3 times in the first round. Wins with like 10 seconds left.
Bro, 50,000 of those views are me because I watched that shit over and over and over again.
That night, I was literally watching.
Jason Granado looked so good that night.
It's so funny because like when I meet new people and tell them like people that maybe don't know UNF or what I do for a living, I meet them. Like, oh, you guys do like some UFC shit? I'm like, bro, watch this fight and tell me it's not like fucking some sick shit. I show everyone that fucking video. That was the video I was showing everyone.
And you know what's crazy? It's amateurs.
Yeah.
This is what
You guys are amateurs, but like you were just bringing it up on Tapology. We have the best rising stars in the state. We don't look at you guys as amateurs. We don't treat you guys like amateurs. You guys don't fight like amateurs. It's just
If you were to do, just pick your five fighters. It doesn't even have to be the champion. Just 5 fighters, top 10, top 5 per division, and you take them to the Midwest or some stuff like that. Wiping the whole
Dominance.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that California is like a expensive state and stuff, and they're like asking you. Well, me personally, this is my experience. It's like, bro, like you're so good. Why don't you move out? Don't go to Vegas or stuff like that, or go to a victory gym like Killcliff or stuff. I'm like, first of all, they don't take amateurs. Second of all, is why would I move from a place that is producing the best fighters nationally, where it's the best competition, to a place which is like, I know I can win, and I don't have to work as hard because it's gonna be in the back of my head. It's like, bro, this guy is a scrub, and he's a champion.
Well, can I say something too? Like, again, when you go to these bigger places, yeah, they may have a bigger name or whatever, but you run the risk of becoming a number. Whereas at Matador right now, you are somebody. You're a name there. It's a personal connection with Marcos, the other coaches, and the other fighters. So I think there's big value as long as you can find that mix. You've got to be tested. You got to have other sharks in the room. You can't be the top dog in the room. But if you have that and you get that personalized one-on-one attention, I think that's special.
And it might sound a little rude, but I don't think it's about the place where you train. It's more about the fighter. If you're bound to make it, you're bound to make it, regardless of where you're at. Look at Demetrius Johnson. Like, he was bound to make it, and then that guy was training with your accountants, again, your blue collar dads, your lawyers, your doctors. He's never got a good training partner, like quote unquote good training partner. And that's how I started too. I never got I was on a Tampa Nice. It's a good gym. It's a good coach,
but not like real MMA fighter.
But they were not
jiu-jitsu and
yeah. So if you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it, regardless of where you're at.
Yeah, I don't know that I agree.
Huh?
I don't know that I agree with that, to be honest. I think the sport has evolved so much that if you don't have a good quality coach and you don't have good bodies to go against and test yourself in the gym, I think it's a harder climb to make it. Just my opinion.
It is.
But I've never made it, so don't listen to me.
It is harder, but I'm just saying, if you're bound to make it, you're bound to make it. You're gonna find ways. There's my dad used to say, "La necesidad crea el órgano," which means the necessity creates the organs. So if you really want it and you need it, you're gonna find a way.
You've changed my mind. I agree now.
Yeah.
I agree now.
I think I agree with also what you said, though. I do think you got to have those good bodies to go with, and you need to have a good foundation, right? Now that doesn't always mean you have to be at the Cliffs and all these gyms, aka whatever it is. But you do have to have a solid coach, a solid couple guys that you could go with, get different looks from. I think also having a team that's just not selfish and guys are willing to take a beating from you in sparring to give you a southpaw look when they're orthodox or whatever it is too is like very, very important. I think, man, you always hear about like you need a great team. And again, you're the only one that gets in the cage and fights, right? But like the lead up, you need a great, solid team foundation and stuff. I really think to make it to the top of the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's good, but that's just my take. And it's like if you're bound to make it, you're bound to make it. You're gonna find.
And I don't think you're saying you can't make it if you're not. You're just saying it's a harder journey.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about this right now. The funniest shit ever would be like you and Mark Sanders at like a UFC press conference one day when you guys both make it on the mics would be fucking hilarious.
We're both gonna make it, bro. Like, if we're funny apart is, you know how we started? I was working 60 hours a week, and then I was getting ready for a Royal Combat. That's how it started. And then we both didn't have time. He was working at Jersey Mike's, and then I would do late night sessions. So it's like so on Fridays I would work my blue collar work and then go at night to my I was working like a bartender and get out and it was like, yo, late night sesh. But I would pick him up at 11 p.m. train from 11 to like 1 a.m. And then we will like specialize on something. Like one of I'm gonna give this house out there, but one of our biggest like game is wall wrestling. I don't think there's anyone who can beat us at wall wrestling, and we did that shit so much that it set us apart. But we find a group, and then we start working by ourselves. And then that's why my take comes. Like, if you're bound to make it, you're gonna make it.
No,
Yeah.
it makes
But
sense.
you're
After,
putting in
after
that work.
explaining that, I
Yeah.
get your mindset
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
You don't need a lot, to be honest. It just you need to have the will, because no one's gonna like. It's really exhausting. It's gonna sound like really David Goggins, like
but it's true.
Listen, a lot of guys that
that
train MMA, will have a part-time job essentially, or they have a job with working, but 60 hours a week, 2 different jobs, and then still find a way to
Get
train.
time.
Yeah.
I think your mental's
Mental's
is the
everything in
biggest
this
part of
game.
making it in the MMA world.
Look at
right?
you. We've been talking about Attila, right? If Attila wasn't mentally strong, he would have folded to Granado. He's so mentally
checked out,
strong. That's right. There's no give up in that guy because he's so strong mentally, man.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll be afraid if not afraid, but I'll be like, damn, I'm fighting Attila. Like I
Yeah.
need to get ready. Like, it'll push me.
Oh hell yeah.
Who's the next one? Who's the next one?
Byron Valle versus Jesse Rangarica.
Jesse, who was supposed to be here today with us, but couldn't be here again.
Yeah, that's 2 times, Jesse.
Tell Jesse that's 2 strikes, bro.
No way.
Third strike.
Yeah.
Come on, Lobo.
I know, Lobo. Come on.
You would have.
Okay. It's all right, man. Whatever.
Look,
I want to give him a
love
ride
Lobo.
too. He just had to text me.
Yeah, he could also whatever.
Yeah. No, but I get it.
I texted both you guys at 11, like, hey, we good today? Everyone's like, yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then once like a 12:57 hit, there was problems. But it's okay. No worries. Anyways, I know where you
My bad. I'll take the blame on that.
Yeah, at least whatever you hear. I already know who you're picking in this fight, so I guess that's fine. But we have Byron Valle on the Fight Family podcast. And I don't think he likes Jesse too much, and I think he really wants to try to hurt Jesse. What are your thoughts on the matchup overall? I know who you're picking with because
But first of all, I think it's a great fight.
I think it's a
is,
solid fight too.
Valle is he's a dog. He's a well-rounded fighter.
Yeah.
But I feel like also people look down on Langarica just because of the fact of the record he got. But you cannot deny the fact that every fight he goes to is a banger.
No, it's a banger. And he's fighting really tough guys. We
Yeah.
said that. I preach that every time. So people say Jesse sucks or whatever it is because of the record. I'm like,
I don't think he sucked, bro.
No,
I train
he
with
doesn't.
him.
He
I
doesn't
train with
suck.
him.
No, he doesn't.
doesn't.
I think I give it to Byron for even taking this fight, to be honest with you, because I think Jesse's got a ton of pro experience. He's a dog. It's a dangerous fight.
Yeah, it is. It is a dog fight. It is straight up
Yeah.
a dog fight.
yeah.
But since we train together, I cannot pick a fight. You guys,
And actually,
yeah.
now that I really think about this fight, it's gonna be a fucking dogfight to the last.
It's going to be. I mean, Byron is super duper talented, right? And Byron's a dog. Jesse's talented. He's a freaking dog.
And they're both
There's
really
no
well.
quit
They're
in
both,
either of these.
they're both
guys.
really well-rounded too.
Yeah.
I think Jesse probably has the edge in the wrestling, but I do think Byron has the edge in the jiu-jitsu. And then the feet, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. It's not my part to say who has the edge where, but they're both well-rounded. It's going to be a sick fucking fight.
Yeah.
And sitting down with Byron made it even more entertaining and fun for me, the scumbag in me and the promoter in me. But,
Yeah,
it's
he's talking a
also
ton
a
of
shame
shit
that
to Jesse.
I wish Jesse was here so he could say his 2
and
cents
then
on
Jesse's
everything.
blowing me up on DMs. Oh, I want that guy. I'm going to smash him. I'm going to fucking kill him. I want to be on the podcast. I need to get my story out.
I don't think he's gonna answer that guy. He's either too much on social media or he's not. So it's a hit or miss. I was like, let me call him, but
It's all
I don't
good.
think he's gonna.
Look, we love Jesse.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a banger. Another great freaking fight.
It's gonna be a great fight. But just because I train with Lobo, I'm gonna go with Lobo. But that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's fair assessment.
But that's a good job.
Actually, that was
Hey, who
George.
did it? Who did? Hey,
George is
Dylan,
buzzing for.
keep it a buck. It was Ryan, or he's taking the credit.
That actually wasn't us. So we're taking.
The good thing is,
Not
I'm
our
trying to be
credit.
like a good leader with UNF. He's the newest
A good
matchmaker
leader?
of the team, and we're making all the matches together, bro. We co-sign on everything. So it was both of our decision before we made you versus Roston, just so you know.
Yeah, we have a whole committee where we do Wednesday matchmaking meetings. So these guys actually have to propose all the
twice
belts.
if you're getting Brandon.
If the fight card turns to shit, it's on Dylan though.
Yeah.
If the good card's on me.
Exactly.
Oh, you should have met. You missed Dylan this week. We hosted a couple boxing events. So Dylan was the guy holding up the ropes for the ring girls and stuff.
Nah.
Yeah, that was his duties that night.
Yeah, it was fun. I like it.
Ring card girl duty,
You guys look packed, bro.
bro. It was
sick.
sick.
Super sick.
I saw that first fight. I was like, why is it so fucking empty? I saw this next
Give it a
story. You
couple
guys are
hours,
fucking
yeah.
packed. I'm like, the fuck is going on?
Well, that's always, even with our MMA events, man, the first few fights, the place is not filled at all. You get 6:30, 7 o'clock, it gets freaking packed.
For your fight, it's gonna be jam packed.
Yeah, we're already looking like there's not even that many tickets online right now.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
We haven't even announced fights yet, but that's just because all the guys we have on the card are probably telling their fans and everything. It's just like all these great fights.
I think it's gonna be our biggest event ever.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's shaping up to be that.
Chris, do we have any more matchup
Which is
graphics?
crazy.
No.
That's started strong.
I think it's really going to be like a tone setter for 2026 too. Like,
Yeah, well, I
if
mean,
this is the first one, imagine a fight every other month. You know?
Yeah, but I think it's also hard to kind of top something like this, too.
Yeah,
It's
like we'll
not
probably
gonna be
we'll have
easy.
another card like this probably like
January.
April,
August.
May-ish, most likely.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna follow up in March with this as big of a card, but the cards are always fucking amazing. But we got all our kind of like, our stellar fucking superstars on this one. I feel like, again though, hopefully
Actually, you're actually right. You got Byron. You got
we got Byron, we got
Edgar,
Pargan, we got
Weston.
you, we got
Okay.
Edgar, we got Weston, we
Well,
got
the other
this.
thing that you don't even know, didn't even show you, headlining the card is Albert fucking Morales versus a guy that's 8-0, Tyrone. So fighting for the
I
strap.
think you got that wrong.
Oh, did I get that
Yeah,
right?
he's 7-2.
Oh, 7-2. Sorry, my bad. Where did I get
The
it?
matchmaker inside of me just had to correct you.
Yeah, no, feel free to correct. I'm a fucking casual, bro.
And then we also got and then Tommy Aaron versus
Tommy Aaron.
Jordan Liu, right?
Yeah, Lou.
Yeah.
Jordan Lou.
No, isn't Jordan Liu 8-0 then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where I got 8-0.
everything
Okay,
I
I'm
got,
sorry.
yeah.
That's okay.
That's gonna be
Yeah,
a
but
banger.
bangers of
Super excited for that.
how many fights are we talking about?
We also got hold on. We also got Migran
now we have, like,
Artunian, a
20,
fucking
19 or
former
20.
Olympic medalist.
Yeah, Migran, who you kind of remind me of Migran a little bit. Just
You guys look alike.
Just,
A little bit, huh?
no, he's an Olympian. Olympic
Yeah,
wrestler.
no.
Silver medal, I
Greco.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
European medalist.
Zora Sahakian versus Ryan Lilly. Yeah, it's dude, it's 17.
I mean, we got like I didn't put all the graphics in there. We got a couple Ambies on the card too, like Cameron Gregorian versus Chris Martinez.
Ooh, that's a
It's a
good
solid
fight.
fight.
That's a good
Got Schmitty Witt versus Mario Flores on the
That's
card.
Smitty's fighting
Yeah, Schmitty's on the card too.
versus Mario Flores.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a banger.
Yeah, huh?
I think that's gonna be a great.
Oh,
fight.
that's actually an
Two
interesting.
jiu-jitsu guys.
Yeah.
When you guys match someone with the same skill set, right? Let's say like top notch grappling. Do you guys are thinking about like, oh, I want them to nullify and see what happens if they're gonna bang it out or
Well, usually, like I feel like when two people have really strong in a certain area, that like negates each other, and they do the other martial arts, right? Like
Yeah.
two good wrestlers end up fucking striking. Two really good strikers, may get into the grappling a little bit because they think they could get the edge there potentially.
me personally, if I'm against a good wrestler, I wanna like wrestle. Like I'm not baggy, but it's gonna be on my head that I need to get one takedown of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, I think the card is going to be freaking stacked.
yeah.
So what's new and exciting with you, man? What's going on since the last time we sat down with you?
Well, like personally, I'm trying to like fighting wise, I'm trying to be as active as possible because I started super late. So I'm trying to like get fights. And then I want to fight the best. So that's why I'm like really sticking with UNF because the best they're here. But it's gonna be hard if we're ducking each other. I'm gonna put myself there just so people don't feel bad. But I want to fight the best out there, and then trying to like grow a little bit faster on my social media. I've been liking on there. I just really don't understand it. Like 1 month is one thing, then the other month switches. So I'm like trying to understand like how the game works, and then the other part is balancing life, bro. Because it's like I really want to give it a shot to fighting, but it's not. I'm at a point which is like I need to work, bro. Like I need to sustain it somehow,
Yeah.
and fuck, it's hard. And then I'm telling you, I'm gonna be honest. Like I was working for a company, pretty much they scammed me for my hours. They didn't pay me, so I was like, right after my fight.
No way.
Yeah, so it's like, fuck, like that shit hit me. It's like they didn't pay my shit. Now I'm like job hunting for my area, and it's just balancing life, bro. That's the hard part of it.
Report those motherfuckers to the Department of Labor, bro. Get your money.
Yeah. I'm gonna go put a lien, bro. But it's just so tedious and not like I don't want. I'm fighting for like me having to get ready for a title and then trying to go do
Deal
these
with all
things
this
and
stuff.
I'm like, it's not that I don't want to be. It's not that I'm irresponsible. But it's like, but everyone knows I want to be in the UFC, so this is a step that I need to take. So already just go this way, and like
Yep.
push a little bit like the agenda that way.
Yeah.
But just balancing like regular life and fighting is like that's the hard part.
Yeah.
No, I totally get that. But you're doing a good job, brother.
Yeah.
So I know some days are probably tougher than others, but
Yeah.
listen, January 31st, you get to fight for that strap. Everything else in life is gonna fall into place. Just keep that head down and fucking
Yeah. 100,
keep making the right moves. You know.
100%. Hey,
Yo,
I'm telling you, you're gonna have a lot of fighters coming out of here to the UFC. Like
No,
a lot of fighters.
No, I think you're right. And I think we've got some pros that are kind of knocking on that door. And again, Gianni, you got the Bully, you got Arthur,
Alberto
you got
Davosian,
Albert
Joris
Tadavosian,
Sahakian, Byron Valle just went pro. Hargis 1-0.
Desmond Alvarado. You've got some guys that are fucking few fights away, if you ask me.
100%.
And then you got I think your class, the rising stars that are now coming up in a year from now. It's gonna be sick.
A new batch. Also, God forbid, but let's say like how you guys thought about it. Because I feel like the new batch, they're gonna go pro soon, either this year or next one, like 2026, 2027, around it.
Yeah.
How you guys been thinking about producing more like rising stars or
We got a couple of new guys that are coming up too. I think we got a good like well-oiled machine now. I think. Listen, we're also planning on getting a little more active this year, just because we have so many people that want to fight with us, and we're pretty active as it is. But we have to get a little more active because there's about like probably a numerous amount of guys we got to turn away on. Not even turn away, but that can't get on the January card because we're filled. So they have to go on February or March. So we got a lot of guys that will be coming up. I think we're so familiar with the face of UNF guys like you have fought a lot. Brendan Farnsworth at the time, he's not competing anymore right now. Arshak Dorian, Fedia Chobanian, Edgar, Weston. But there will always be a new batch of those guys coming up. I think it's always gonna be a timing of like when you guys all go pro, you'll start seeing the new faces as the rising stars that kind of come up.
Now that you mentioned, Fed is doing the debut with you guys, right?
Yeah,
He posted on Instagram because I follow him.
yeah.
Are you guys gonna?
No matchup yet for Fed.
But,
Trying.
Is it super hard to like match him up or?
No, I don't think it's too hard to match him up. I think just I think George and his team had a conversation kind of recently that they like the January 31st date, so they're working on it right now.
Okay, for sure. No, just asking. You know, like,
No, yeah.
like, I don't know.
Listen,
what it takes.
I don't think matchmaking, I think just being around three and a half years now in this business,
Yeah.
I think the matchmaking side of the business is the hardest side of things. You know, finding the right opponents, getting people to agree and all that stuff. I think it's tough.
We have like the amount of interest to make anyone a fight.
Yeah.
To be fair, but again, I also get it. Like, there's certain times people want like certain fights or want this or that or this or that. But if it's just like as easy as like this guy's 3-1, this guy's 2-1, we match them. Both sides say yes for sure. We don't have trouble matchmaking.
Okay.
But when the other extra stuff comes into it, it gets a little more difficult.
That's nice. It's just I feel like it's cool because that way the fighters can have an understanding of like what you guys going through, and then
Yeah, and the other thing we're doing this year is, you know, we're gonna probably do some youth pancreation stuff this year.
nice.
At least a few events.
And I'm letting you know right now, the youth fights are gonna be more packed than the actual adult ones.
Well, listen, we
I hope so. Shit.
If kids bring the heat, bro, like they're there, they don't give. They're there to scrap. Like
no, they're bringing their parents or auntie. They're bringing everybody to come watch them. Yeah.
and then the kids bring action. They're like entertaining.
It's also, I think we want to actually, you know, we're combat sports promotion. We have the future of the fight game fucking trademarked.
Yeah.
We got to take the steps and really be in the future of the fight game. I think we're doing a great job with the rising stars that are going pro and the up and coming talent. But let's start them off where they really start off. You know, giving them a good platform and you know, getting those kids events going. I think will be amazing.
And what about the boxing? How are you guys gonna manage that? The boxing aspect of the thing.
So boxing's going to be a little bit different. I mean, we'll do a few events a year. Part of the cool thing about Up Next is behind the scenes, we're aligned with some very big promotions and some influential people in the boxing world. So logistically, we help, the logistical side of these events. So again, we'll do probably, what do you think? Probably 3 UNF branded events this next year, but we're also looking at bare knuckle. We're also looking at some kickboxing. We're going to be doing some things this year. This is in my opinion, our breakout year, Diego.
What I would think would be sick, I don't know if you could get the sanction by the commission, but like, I would love like a freestyle night where it's like, you could do one kickboxing, you could do one MMA, you could do one wrestling, you could do one whatever, and the whole night of fights just
Back and forth.
switches off. So like, say you versus who's someone that pops in my head, like Fedia. You guys want to do it just a wrestling match because you guys are both good at wrestling. Like that could be one fight, and then you got 2 great kickboxers in, just saying names at this point, Attila versus Jessica Granado, strictly kickboxing, and then 2 good boxers that want to be on the card. You can do a straight boxing match. It'd be kind of fun and cool if we could ever
And
do
also,
something like that.
I don't know if you can make it, but if you make it happen, bro, that'd be nice. Because if you just strictly for the MMA fighter, if you want a farm experience, this is the way, and that way you're like.
Well, we want to be a
every month.
one-shot stop. If you want to work on your striking, you don't have to go to a different state or to a different promotion or whatever to do a boxing match. It's right here in your home.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%. I think that's great. If that's the case, I'll stay here forever.
You're staying here forever, bro. You don't have a choice. You signed a contract to stay here forever. You don't remember?
No, I don't remember.
Where are you trying to go, bro?
Huh?
Where are you trying to go?
Realistically, UFC.
Well, no,
We want to bro, you motherfucker.
Hey, if I can make it happen, I think realistically, I will make it happen in 2 years. After I go, like once I go pro, I'm gonna make it happen.
Listen, bro, I think you just need to keep improving. But like, if you have the performances you have as a pro, 7-0, you'll be getting some.
Bro,
heat.
you got to get finishes. That's the number one thing the UFC's really look for is finishes. It's not just the wins; they want finishes.
And you know what's funny? I'm never looking for finishes when I step in the cage. It's just that I smelled the blood and it's like, okay, the finish is there. But it's not something that's one of the things that I fight. It's like as a fighter, I'm a little different. I'm not looking for the finish. I'm like looking to improve my positions second by second, but I'm never looking for a finish. It just happens,
Yeah.
So that's why position over submission. I applied that shit to fighting.
Very intellectual fighter, this guy.
Yeah.
You're not all just beauty, bro. You got some brains there.
Yeah, just fighting though. Once I turn 30, probably I'll develop CTE or some shit.
Oh, the CTE jokes get to me. They're funny.
Let's see it. Next one. There's no more.
There's no more. There's no more.
No more running, baby. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, I mean, but you guess on like 7 or 8. I'll keep track of the ones, and if you get them all right, where should we take them? Like a Mastros, something like that. I haven't been to Mastros in years. No, you don't like Mastros? What's that face? Where do you want to go?
No, it's up to you.
No, it's up to you, bro.
What kind of food do you like? What's your fave?
I like steaks.
Yeah, a good steak.
But you know what? I'm not a big food guy. Like I'm not.
Bro, I'm a fucking food guy to the max.
I'm not.
If I'm feeling happy, I want to eat. If I'm feeling sad, I want to eat. If I'm feeling this, I want to eat. Yeah, it's bad, bro. Like food is my comfort.
Yeah.
No, for me, it's just I cannot live.
Punching people in the face.
Caffeine. Yeah. Yeah.
Caffeine too, bro. I'm
addicted to that shit. Like I cannot drop it at all.
I don't even know if it's the caffeine, like the coffee and Red Bull I love, but I love the taste of both of them. Like I don't even know if it's strictly the caffeine or fucking just
Bro, I want to get a sponsor by Ghost Energy Drink.
Yeah.
That's my dream sponsor. Yeah, get it?
Ghost is good. Actually, we had Ghost at the boxing event. There wasn't they had no Red Bull, strictly Ghost.
I was living on fucking ghosts.
Yeah.
Hey, how you guys like? How does a regular working day? Not when you guys are close to the event, but like today. Let's say like today or like tomorrow. Like, how does it look for you guys? How does a working day look?
Well, we just did the 2 boxing shows, so we're getting back in the group of UNF stuff. But honestly, brothers, so you would probably think that like you don't know what to really get going on over so far, but. Right now we had to get all the matchup graphics made. We have to develop a promo plan for each of the fights. We have to schedule podcasts. We have to schedule posting stuff on social media. We got to start worrying about the medical, so we start sending texts out there. There's all these little different things. Also, one thing we're trying to do is we try to look ourselves in the mirror every day. How can we be better or do the best that we can? So we look at all our systems, procedures, all that. We did a revamp recently of matchmaking, medical procedures, all that kind of shit. So I don't know. Every day something new like pops up, but we're always working on something. Yeah,
it's a lot of like bouncing off of each other too. Like somebody has an idea, and then together we make it such a better idea of just like you know, this could be different or this could be better. And then it really shapes together. It's never one of us that does anything. It's always all of us collectively, which is why
So there's
I
always
think the
something
product's
to do.
good.
Yeah, I mean, for us, I think our mentality, Diego, is we want to be like the athletes. We need to evolve and improve everything we do. Like, so again, we just came off, 2 back-to-back boxing events. One was a world championship bout. That's a big freaking deal, that we supported that. So a lot of lessons learned from those events, and we just have to apply that to our next events. And if we're going to accomplish our goals this year of getting into the kid stuff, bare knuckle, and some of these other things we want to do, man, everything needs to run like a well-oiled machine. We're very different than our competition. I mean, we've got full-time people working on UNF. A lot of our competition on the smaller regional scene, they just go event by event, but they don't invest a lot into their product or their brand. And that's why with us, you see, we invest a lot in our product or our brand. Like, we're posting 2 fights a week on YouTube. So we run a robust YouTube channel. Our social media, I think, is better than anybody's. That, that comes with creating the content, scheduling the content, getting that all up there. And then it's also like fighter relations, dealing with the fighters, make sure they've got everything that they need. So, no, there's so much behind the scenes. Like, I had no fucking clue. When we got in this business, I had no fucking clue. None. Zero. What I signed up for.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's funner than shit, though. Like, after I was on a high. Like, I was dead after the boxing events, but Sunday, when I'm going through social media, looking at everything, I'm like, wow, I'm extremely proud of being a part of this whole thing.
You guys are look like exhausted right at the end of the event. You're like, fuck. And then sometimes you got to deal with the fighters being all hype. And then
it's just the worst is just cleaning up the fucking event. And then the next day though, like,
wait, what time did you get home, Chris?
5 a.m.
God.
yeah, I get home at like 2:30, not 5.
Yeah, no, so we, clean up what we have, but poor Chris and the production guys have to, all the wiring, all the cameras and packing all that stuff. It's freaking crazy. So after the event is over, they're there for an additional 3 or
And the
3
good
plus
thing for
hours.
our shit is like, okay, you don't want to break it, but it's all shit that we just throw in the fucking. They gotta like fucking, tape everything up and keep it very safe and fucking.
Yeah.
all
There's
that shit.
like you gotta keep track of it, like inventory of the wires, like the whole batteries and stuff.
Oh no, there's so much to doing a higher level show. There's so much to it. These guys are just running these shows in these little clubs and these things. I don't think it's that crazy labor intensive, but when you do a full scale production like we do and run the events the way that we do, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of investment.
You know what? But I will say you can know, like, going back to it, I'm saying like all the best athletes are in the UNF, but it's for the same reason. It's for the quality you guys are putting out there, bumping out there. And then I'm gonna talk about myself. I'm a whore for attention. So if I see camera lights and stuff, I'm like, I'm there. But I think you guys are doing the right thing. And then probably gonna bring more fighters.
Yeah.
Like more fighters, more entertainment, more like you can.
Yeah, we just have to be more active. That's the thing. Like Ryan said, like we've got guys that want to be on our cards. We just don't have the bandwidth for certain people. So if we could be a little more active, I think we then fulfill their needs. But also, we don't want everyone fighting with us either. To be honest, there's certain dudes that there's certain dudes that we.
And there's some respectfully, there's some guys out there that you see fighting, and they're like 40-ish. They got 3 kids, and they're built like fucking like a milk bag, and they want to fight. But then
Never heard that before. A milk bag? That's good.
He's talking about tummy like
No, I know, but it's
like you mother. No, just kidding.
But
he's coming at me right now, Ryan.
No,
I feel like you're
he didn't
talking
mean
about
that,
me,
yeah.
Diego.
nah, like I'm talking about like they got they got a bag.
But I think those promotions that are putting those types of people on, they're just putting on fights to put on fights, right? Strictly quote unquote entertainment. Whereas we're building, we trademarked the future of the fight game. We own that, right? Like we did that for a reason because that's what we feel we're building. You know what I mean?
You know what? You should make Dylan versus Ryan at the end of the year.
Please.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Let's get our training going.
I don't know.
For the production belt.
I don't know, Dylan. You've been in like fights in your day, or you've been pretty mellow.
Nothing crazy,
Seem like a chill dude, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I know
You
I
look
had,
like a
crazy
skater.
problems. I've had like little stuff, but nothing full. But
What
a little
about
bit of jujitsu, and me and Ryan keep talking about going like whenever we leave the office, getting some sessions in. So I think
I think Street Fight got him.
what
so?
about you, Ryan? Why you look like Like
I got the reach.
I've been in a few bro. I don't know what it is. I got
6 years on me, so
I do have 6 years on you. Sorry about that, but
old head.
I got a nice. I don't know.
months.
I don't know how. Yeah, I'm like Unk. Am I Unk at this point?
They're
I'm onked already.
Yeah, you're Unk, so I'm Unk for sure.
Yeah. All these.
I got a decent right hand though. Like I feel like
Like, be honest, keep it a book. Like, were you fighting in the streets before back in the days, your glory days? Yeah. So what? Just one.
there's one funny story about it without saying on camera.
The statute of limitations is up.
Come on,
No, I just don't feel like it's no. I mean, there's a couple. Like I'll tell you,
share one.
So yeah, I'm like I'll tell you after. But so okay, growing up, just give you background because of why people didn't like. Well, a lot of people like this, but a lot of people just talk shit to us, and you know how high school is. Everyone talks shit.
Yeah.
So I blame and respect him and thank him, but he's always taught us to defend ourselves and
100%.
basic kickboxing, basic jiu-jitsu, but way more than your average fucking person that talks shit in high school.
Yeah.
So at the time, you know, he worked very hard, got some pretty nice cars in high school. Nicer than probably like 90% of the people that were driving cars in high school. And we also hung out with some people that were like somewhat famous throughout high school.
Yeah.
So with that, people thought we were just like rich little fucking bullshit kids and we're hanging out with famous people. We thought we were the shit, which we never were like that. Like we were very respectful to everyone and fucking, but people just talk shit to us on Twitter. At this time Twitter came out.
I wouldn't like you if I saw you in a nice car. I'm like, fuck Ryan, bro. I put on the restroom. You know, like,
But why? Why?
He's driving a nice car. I want that shit. Fuck you.
So there you go. But I think when you're younger, that's how you think.
Yeah.
And like, I get it. But we were also raised, like if someone calls you a bitch or someone says something to you,
100%.
we're old school, like you just settle like men and it's all good after.
Yeah.
That's how he raised us. So everyone that would say a word to us or whatever, we'd fight.
Nice.
Until, you know, people start getting in trouble for fighting and then we're like, okay, we got to chill out and just, people will just say whatever they want to say and like, it doesn't affect your life. Just move on with it. But yeah, we didn't mind scrapping back in the day. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but
but
tell
they
the
ran with
story. Tell the story of the fight.
No, they ran with a cool crew of
Can I
kids.
tell the
though.
story of like when people threw waters at us or no?
Yeah, you could tell that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, if you want to. But one thing I was going to say is like the cool thing about them growing up is that, yeah, they grew up with, and if they told you these people's names, these are celebrity kids, you would know them. Like they're that big of names. But they also ran with guys that had nothing, came from nothing.
Yeah,
so
half of my
their
friends
whole group was a mosh posh of all cultures, all ethnicities, and they all came together as a really strong unit, which is really fucking cool to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
You saw that, didn't you? Being honest, blink twice.
I haven't been around.
Bro, yeah, we had a fucking. He honestly explained it perfectly.
Yeah.
Some really rich people, some really people that weren't as fortunate, but it didn't really. We're young. Like, first of all, now it still shouldn't matter, but we didn't give a fuck. We all just vibed and liked each other and
100%.
got along. Yeah.
No, me personally, if someone says some shit, I'm like, I would not argue. I'll be like, the way we used to do it is like, okay, let's meet each other after school. After the last bell rang, we all meet up. There's like an alley. Take our backpack off. Everybody knew they would block the entrance.
The views, yeah.
And then it was funny because it was a hall, but it was tilted because where I'm from, it's like there's a lot of mountains, so it's like it's never. It's really weird to see like
My boys are flying on the mountains.
So I'm like there, I'm like this, and then usually because I was the short guy, I would always rush to the top. Yeah,
Had a couple inches.
high positions. Yeah, but it's something I learned because I got my ass whooped the first 2 times, but I didn't know because they were reaching me because they were like at the top of the hill. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But that's how we used to fix it. Like, you get an issue, let's fix it.
And that's how I am too, because I wasn't the best shit talker, and like my twin brother like talks so much shit to me, and I'd just reach a point where I just start punching him. But same thing, like I'm not a good shit talker. Like I think now I'm better, but like before I wasn't a good shit talker. So like if you're like about to call me a bitch, my first reaction is probably just I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just more of how that's more of how I was. Not anymore though. I don't need to do that.
I never had like crazy beefs or anything, but we would run friendly fades. Like I used to play football, so we had our locker room and we would do locker boxing and have like steal the lacrosse guy's gloves and then just like, everybody gets in a circle and you just go and then you dap up at the end, you're still friends. Like it's never, I mean, stuff was settled in there, but then like respectfully almost, like even if there was some beef behind it, it was like locker box about it and then kind of get it over with. So
the only real beef, well, it was me fighting, it was fighting, straight up fighting, like fuck you type of thing. But after a fight, there was like some type of respect. It's like, you know what, respect. Even though that you got outmatched, if you were able to land like one clean shot, you're like, oh, respect. Like, you know how to defend yourself. We respect more the fact that you can defend yourself. And then there was one time my best friend was on the wrong. at the time. He was dating. He knew he was talking to a girl at the time who got a boyfriend, and then the boyfriend came and he came in like, we 5 guys and there's 2 of us. I'm like, fuck. And like my thing is loyalty, so I'm like there. I'm like, look, I cannot leave you die by yourself.
You're gonna ride with him. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta ride with you. I'm gonna get my ass beat, but damn, I'm beating your ass when we get home.
When we get home, take another ass beating.
Yeah.
And then I remember that day was so fun because I remember they put me with the biggest guys. Always, that's been my whole life, the story of my life.
They always snatch you up the biggest dude.
Always. There's always the high discrepancy, and then even in jiu-jitsu, I'll show you my first match. I have it right here. I remember I did 225. But long story short, I'm fighting, and then I remember I kind of like Mario jumped this guy to hit him on the chin, and I kind of like wobbled him, and then I just pushed him, and he fell down. And after that, he didn't want to fight. So it became like a 4v2, and then I was just swinging. But I remember I ended up being on the corner. I was like getting stomped and shit. And then, but my best friend was getting stomped and shit. But I remember that shit was. That's the one thing that I like fighting too. It make me feel like when I was younger.
Look,
Like made me feel like those feelings, like being alive. You know.
Yeah.
not a big believer in violence until you need to use violence, right? But I think at the end of the day, too, I think it's a good thing the way that you grew up and you were dealing with things that way because, you know, it's toughened you up. Today's generation, some of these kids talking shit, doing stupid shit, and then somebody checks them, it's just like, let me call the
I
cops.
also think getting in a fight. I mean, some people I think like fighting. Like for me, I feel like fighting's pretty serious. Like a street fight is like no joke, right? Like you get hit good, like
Right
that
now,
shit fucking hurts. Or like,
Yeah.
you know, you hit someone good, like that's no fun. But there's a lot of people that just talk shit, and never been in a fight before, that just don't understand. Like, you know, I just don't think they
To
understand.
people like that,
cop
like
callers.
to people like that, I always tell them violence is always an option.
It always is
Well,
an option,
it's
right?
always
And be
an option.
cognizant of that. Like,
Yeah, like you gotta understand, like we might not go that way. At least for me, I won't go that way now because I got more to lose than.
I think there's always this line. It's what I kind of taught them, and I still live by it today. Because even at the boxing event, because you know I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'm also helping lead security, and we had a couple incidents at the boxing. Like, you just got to figure out what that line is that someone has to cross before you go to that place and have to use violence. You know, to me, you always want to try to resolve it, but once somebody crosses that fucking line, you need to check them.
Like I have a little sister. She's a wrestler. She's still wrestling now. She's like into girly shit. But I always tell her like, yo, violence is always an option. Never point like if you're in an argument and you see a man, never point your fingers to them. Like, give yourself some space because remember you don't know the guy.
Yep.
That violence is always going to be an option. I'm not saying that it's right, but it's always there. The threat is always there.
That's gonna be the name of this podcast
Yeah,
episode today. Violence is an option
it's always
by Diego.
yeah.
No, it's actually true because if people fear that they're gonna get smacked in the face, they may think twice about what they say or what they do.
You know, you see it. To me, it's really dumb. I don't get mad at all when I'm driving and there's like traffic. I get mad that it's like fuck, I'm fucking late or it's like slow. But road rage, I'm like that shit stupid as shit. Like,
Yeah.
And then you see.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When we used to have office at Torrance, I had to drive there in the mornings. So on the 405 and the 101, there's a merger to go towards Santa Monica.
Yeah.
So he always taught me like, don't be a scumbag and cut everyone, which I do nowadays though, to be honest. Like I'm not gonna wait in that shit. But before I used to wait in that fucking 405 line
Yeah.
all the way. And then one time someone just got in front of me, like cut the whole line, got in front of me. But when I tell you I held my horn for like 45 minutes behind this guy, I'm not even lying. Middle fingers and everything. Nothing happened, but that was the only time I had real rage. I thought it was a funny story, so I would share it. But
Yeah, I try to control myself. Like nowadays, it's not even fucking worth it.
What about you? Your glory days? Were you running fades?
bro, this guy.
Like, be honest. Tell one. Just share one story.
Yeah, I
You want to hear about the
So I
pool
grew
hall?
up with his dad, actually, just so you
That's
know.
why I'm here is because my dad and him grew up when they were like, 15.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
No,
you-
I grew up. Well, I grew up with nothing, bro. I grew up in Lawndale, went to school in Torrance, but I used to hang out with all the Samoans and just different dudes. So yeah, we got into.
Share one, bro. It'll be better if I know like the Buccaneers know how to run some fades.
You want to, so you know where the Central Valley is, right? So one of my stepbrothers, he lives up in Visalia. So we were up there. We went to this pool place, and all these Vietnamese gangsters started shit with us, right? And at the time, there's only 3 of the dudes in the place, and there's me and my other 2 brothers. So we're like, okay, we'll get it on. So my brother's like 6'2", he could fight. Cracks the one dude, then like 15 dudes attack us. They're hitting us with pool sticks, throwing pool balls at us, the whole fucking 9 yards, and ended up like
You guys got
breaking some shit over some people's heads and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, we grew. I just grew up that way, but I was always also, I believe, like the most respectful guy. But if you screwed with me, then I'm not afraid to throw. But I'm retired. I'm 57 now. I need a hip replacement. So
you gotta tell your fighter, yo, I got issues here.
Dude, I have a screw loose. Like he was telling you, he was going to say the water bottle. I think I know.
I don't think it's that bad. I can tell it because you didn't really.
But no,
you didn't do anything. But you were like down if it came.
I do have a screw loose. Like I'm supposed to be an adult, but I'm definitely not an adult.
Can I tell the story? It's actually really funny. I don't think it's a problem.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we were I think 18, 19, so like freshly out of high school, so right around there. But everyone would come to our house to hang out. We had a big group of like 20, 30 people at the house every weekend. Because they always loved us being home to make sure we were safe, but like also everyone looked at them as like their second parents. But it was a good vibe we had. But whatever. So we're all getting home from a party or whatever, and there's a party down the street from our house. Me and my boy parked the car, and then I hear on the way back to like our front door, it's like, hey, we're gonna throw water balls at them. And the rest of the crew is like by the front door with him outside. So I come over there. I'm like, yo, guys, I heard they're gonna throw water balls at us. Just be ready. This car drives by. It's like 3 cars. They start throwing water balls at all of us. Now, everyone takes a second to process. First one running after the fucking car, this guy. So we're like, okay, we gotta follow him. We're all ready, but he's just like, fuck it. So there's like 3 different cars. Some friends hop in the cars. I'm on foot with him. A couple of our friends on foot. Now he doesn't hit anyone or do anything. I just want to make that clear. But so there's like a couple streets. We live somewhat like in the hills. There's a couple streets where 2 of them are cul-de-sacs and one's to go back down. So one car goes this way to a cul-de-sac. One car goes this way to a cul-de-sac. Both groups blocked the fucking cars in. Some of them got like hit a little bit, but whatever. This smart guy, he like pretends like he's like one of the owners of the houses right there. He's like, "Are these kids fucking with you guys? Let me help you guys get down to the street." So hops in the car with them, makes sure they're safe, and gets them down to Ventura. Is that fair? That was funny. I thought that was a really smart move on his part. To be fair,
That's a good one.
Bro. Well, I realized, I'll be honest. What ended up happening, because I was instigating some things that I probably shouldn't have been instigating. And then I realized, like, I'm a grown-ass man. No, honestly, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm getting, everybody involved in this situation. I got to do better.
Bro,
honestly.
but listen, if you're just going to drive... Okay, now that I'm older, whatever, but we're, like, freshly out of high school. Like, everyone has a little bit of an ego, no matter how you want to put it. Like, don't drive our fucking house and throw shit at us in front of our house. Fuck that. You deserve to get fucking slapped, at least.
Yeah, but as an adult, as a parent... You have to do better. That's just
bro. I don't know. I appreciate you being like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm off, but like I think I'll be like that with my sons. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, no. Thank God nothing happened because nobody got seriously hurt. I mean, they thumped. Ryan and his friends thumped these dudes up. But you as a parent, you have a different obligation to protect your kids and be a good example. I honestly,
I'll be like you, bro.
Look, I did it, but
no. Listen, what he did is he was like he took the lead in the sense of like. You fucking little like us, be fucking men and handle this business. But after that, he didn't do anything. He was just like there.
But then tried to clean it up after.
Yeah. He was like, let me get you guys down the street. No worries, whatever. That's a smart move on your part. I thought that was smart.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Bro, one person crashed their car trying to get away from the other group.
Yeah, bro. Nobody got hurt.
There was like a brick fucking mailbox and like ramming into trying to get around. But bro, we were also like a little crazy too. We didn't give a fuck. Like people were out of the car, like didn't care if they got hit by a car, like not letting the car go through. And the people then run them over.
Yeah. Hey, there's lots of stories that we could tell, but we'll have to do it after we're drinking, and then.
Yeah, I feel like that one was like funny enough and not incriminating enough.
I'm sure Dylan's dad has told him some stories.
Allegedly. Allegations.
Yeah. Look, I'm okay. Look, it's a bad reflection of me as a parent, for sure.
Dude, we have a thing called, we own an MMA promotion, and we have a podcast called the Five Family Podcast. I feel like it's right on brand. It's literally on brand.
That's what I'm saying.
Fair point.
Listen,
cool if you run a
Diego, I'm trying to hold up this like public image that I'm a good guy and that I'm squared away.
What I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna go running and tell Mark, because Mark is like, bro, I love Chris so much. Like it's just like he looks so lovely and stuff. It's like, fool, guess what?
But you know what? Everyone thinks that, but I am, but I'm not. I'm 2 different personalities, and my son will tell you, I can be the nicest, chillest dude. and then I could be like on them. Like sometimes I'm a little cuckoo like that for sure.
Will you get cuckoo when like the whole like fighting on the outside of the cage happens? Like for instance, like the
When we
this
first
thing?
started the promotion, I used to get a little more worked up over shit. Nowadays, like, and again, I always say this around, I don't want to be cheesy. Like Dana White says it the best. This is the fight game. The shit that goes on, these things are going to happen when you serve alcohol. People are going to get in fights. Emotions are high. We don't want it, but you just got to sort of like
Deal with
realize
it.
it comes with the territory as long as it doesn't get too serious.
That's crazy. I'm gonna go running and call Mark right now. Like, yo, Mark, guess what?
Yeah, it's not all what it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, no.
It's crazy. I would never guess that.
Yeah.
You know why I'm asking this? Because I heard like when you had your sister here and then talking about fades, I'm like, I knew for sure they were getting that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Fades.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just more old school though. Like that's how it was in old school. Today it's a whole different world though.
No, it was funny because my daughter used to scrap too, and she's like, Dad, you would have been so proud of me. I was at this thing and I fought these 5 girls and I hit a bottle over this one girl's head and I did this and I did that. I'm just like, wow.
You're like, what kind of dad am I? This is like what
No,
she's trying to tell me.
seriously.
I'll
Like,
be proud too.
no, my daughter's just
that-
like, yeah, now she says, it's like, what did you teach me, Dad? What did you like? Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you gotta defend yourself and stand up for yourself. and
Yeah.
yeah, never start.
I'm more
There's
of like
balance, right? Like, yeah,
no,
yeah.
of course. And today's you can't do it as much as before. But I really feel like, at least growing up, like I earned respect, like standing up to people that would talk shit to me. My first day, new 8th grade, someone was trying to like pick on. It was me, my cousin, and Kobe. We were at a different middle school, but someone got hit with brass knuckles. My mom is like a you know.
Who got hit with brass knuckles?
It's actually one of our friends that got hit. Not like one of our friends, but like
So
we
he
knew
was
him.
wearing like the
Yeah, just like he was like kind of like a ghetto, like he was like running gangs. I don't know. Whatever, I got hit with brass knuckles. So my mom like, next year you guys are at a different school, so we go over to Agoura Hills at AE Wright, whatever. But we're wearing baggy shorts and stuff. You know, we're still like the culture that was at that school, whatever.
Yeah.
But the first day, people were like trying to fuck with us. So some kids like, hey, you want to go body today? I'm like, yeah, I do want to go body today. But me and him ended up going body, fuck him up really bad. But like after that, not like really bad, but for body, I like fuck, like he dropped to the floor. But after that day, we were all respected. It was all good. So like you have to learn how to fight and defend yourself to be respected.
If I ever have a kid, I'll show him like if they get close to you, swing first.
That's
I'll
how
get-
he always he used to tell me this.
Yeah.
Hey, well, if you don't like, try to not fight if you can. We don't always listen to that, but always, hey, bro, I want no problem. So he's like, if he comes in your face, just boom, elbow right over the top, first shot.
100%. I'll teach my kid if he gets too aggressive and he's on your face, knock him out. As a parent, I'll deal
People
with
always
the
say like, I'm
aftermath.
waiting for him to hit me first. I'm like, if I know we're about to fight, I'm gonna hit first. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, 100%. That's me too. If you get too close to me, I'm like,
If I'm in fear of my safety, you're gonna get hit first.
Listen,
Because if I get the first shot on your
should be
nose, you're
first.
crying a little bit, nose is coming out, you're already damaged, bro.
and you get shocked. You're trying to like process what the fuck is going on, and then it's like, bro, I just got hit, and then by
You
the
know
time you
it's gonna
realize
go.
that you're ready to eat like a.
But I feel like nowadays you have to be more careful. It's just, it's all fucked
No,
up now.
it is different because my granddaughter, she's 7 and she's starting to train a little bit. I'm training her a little bit. She asked me, right? So we're talking, I go, hey, if a stranger does this, somebody at school does this, they call me Saba, she's all, Saba, if a stranger tries to take me, I will hurt them and I will do that. But if it's someone at school, I'm just going to tell the teacher.
No, show them how to scrap, bro. Like, hey,
No, but I just love it. Her mentality is like, okay, I'm going to tell the teacher. I'm not going to get into it unless it's
herself,
like a stranger trying to hurt her. You know, it's the
you
right
should-
mentality.
You know what you should do? You should do. Have you seen the TikTok trend where it's just like, there's like, I'm gonna go fight with the neighbor, and she got it. He got a daughter the same age
I
as
haven't
you.
seen that. Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it, but I gotta see it.
No, it's the funniest thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And you see which kids are, I'm with you, let's go. Or,
Oh, I have seen that, yeah. One of the kids like, let's go. Like, yeah, it's so funny. That's great.
Wait, I think that maybe it changes right now, but it's not back early 2000s and stuff, but it's something that I take dear in my life. I really, because it wasn't for me when I was fighting. We will fight and like fight a lot, but then those same people that I fought, we ended up becoming like a bigger group, and then we all hanged out and stuff like that. So
I think
I'll
it's
take
human
that.
nature. You got to sometimes earn people's respect, right? And people have to kind of know what those boundaries are. Like if you fuck with me, you're going to get checked. And it all of a sudden, makes them want to be cool with you.
Yeah, I think respect is the foundation of every relationship, and then it's crazy. Like when you fight or like when you train,
You
with
have to
someone-
respect someone that's willing to fight you. Like, you know that.
Yeah, Like,
I respect someone who, if they talk shit, I'm not a shit talker, and I honestly don't think people should talk shit for no reason. But if you have something to say and you're down to back it up, I respect that. But I won't respect someone behind their fucking keyboard calling the best fighters in the world pussies and stuff, and like they're just fucking behind.
Well, that's the thing that drives me nuts. Seeing these comments, you know,
and that's why I feel like fighting is okay in a sense, like because these
okay.
fucking people say whatever the fuck they want, all these words and all this shit, and just like they deserve to get punched in the face. That's how I feel.
they're always under the assumption, since we're like more like a more civil type of society now, we cannot throw hands, which is like crazy to me. Like, if you're gonna talk crazy to me, like, you better say it.
you
to
better
my
expect
face.
those hands. Yeah.
It's always a reaction out of it.
Yeah.
And then I'm the type of guy that's like, don't get it wrong. Like, I'm not looking for and right now that I'm training, I can, like, I understand.
I also feel like myself now, like I would avoid a fight by any means necessary now in this point in my life.
I would avoid it, but if you're disrespecting me, that's something I don't take light. Like it takes a lot for you to cross that line, because I'm a shit talker myself, but I do it to the point which is like I'm trolling, I'm rage baiting and stuff, and then sometimes I understand that I can.
You're a rage baiter.
Yeah. So I can understand I can cross a line and people will get offended, and it's like I need to be match them. They can cross a line with me too, but if it goes beyond to that, like, nah, like that's different. Like, if you say some shit, expect some reaction out of it.
I just don't put myself in any of those situations anymore.
Like, I feel like at this point, I'm totally comfortable and confident in myself.
Yeah.
At this point, like, I would hate to hear someone call me a bitch or whatever, but I feel like at this point in my life, like I'm fine. Say whatever you want to me. I could just walk away. I don't know. I feel like I've gone into fights and whatever. I think we're like don't fuck with my brother, my dad, my mom, my family, people that I love. That's the only thing I think that would like tick me at this point. But like towards me, I think I'm fucking like over like. Whatever, man. If you're saying that to me, you don't even know who I am as a person, you're probably the fucking problem.
No, you actually proved that. Like at the event with Kevin Kosin.
Well, I'm not fighting Kevin Kosin. That's a fucking hell no. I would never do that.
What?
No, it was Kevin Kosin. A couple of guys from Pugilist. Like they tried to get in the corral and Ryan had to kick him out. And Ryan's being the coolest guy, and they just were like mad dogging Ryan. They had.
I'm not a fucking idiot either.
No, they had a few drinks, but the way they were talking shit, Ryan just like he let it roll off. It was just the funniest thing.
Yeah, no.
When was this?
Oh, it's a long time. Those guys are awesome.
Kevin he apologized like the next day. It wasn't a big deal. They were just drinking. I pulled him out of the corral because he hopped over the thing. Some of his other teammates were in there, but he was already out, and we already had to keep everything under control. So I pulled him back out, and then he felt like I was singling him out and was like screaming at me. Not like he said like I'm gonna fuck you up or anything like that.
No, nothing like that.
He was just like screaming at me, like kind of in my face. I'm like, bro, just chill out, please.
I guess what I should say is like I was proud of you just how calm and cool you were about it. Like it's okay, Kev.
No, I didn't. He honestly didn't. Besides, like just like how loud he was like screaming, but, like he didn't like say anything like cross a line or anything like that.
No.
He's being very aggressive.
Yeah.
But again, he didn't like touch me or do anything like that.
No.
But that's one of the things that I liked that I wasn't unfamiliar with, and I felt it the first time I went to a UNF event. I was cornering in London. That was the first time ever I went to a UNF event, and then the nearest experience I had it when I competed first. When I competed first, I was doing 225. You see all these veterans, like all on TRT or stuff, and you see like a little fucking Pac-Man going on. Like, at the time, I had like an afro, and then it was all fucking dry. Like I looked funny, you know what I mean? And I went there, and I was scrapping, but I remember there was like a couple of people watching, and they were screaming and they were rooting for me. And it's like the closest shit that I felt. It was like the first time I went, and it's like all that energy, all the screaming. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
And then that if you're feeling like if the people who's watching, or like the viewer, like the fans in the event they're watching that, like I think it's bound to happen. Like some crazy shit like that happen. Like
Yeah, bro, and like I get it too. Like
Not even a big deal. Yeah.
so, fighting is like modern day gladiator shit. So like I already know like if someone's best friend is watching their best friend fight in the cage and they win, they're either ecstatic and so happy for them, or if they lose, they're probably angry, sad, whatever it is. So like you have to understand that shit comes into play. And like a moment like that, I would never judge someone too much off. Like, listen, don't cross the line. I don't think Kevin crossed the line. I think he was acting a little too crazy for that moment, but it's not like he called me a bitch or like, you know, like did anything to cross the line.
Well, it's just like Cisco Rivera when he rushed the cage when his student Tom Landeros won. Like I had to actually grab Cisco Rivera. Like grab him like, you can't come in. He's like fighting with me and shit. And afterwards he's like, hey, I'm so sorry that I got caught up in the moment, and I get that.
And then there's one. I'm really interested in it. Like, what's been like the biggest reaction you guys had gotten from the crowd ever, from which event? You know what I mean? Like when the crowd goes crazy and you feel like the roar, and then
Are we gonna talk about that one? Is that when you're
The water bottle's getting thrown at me.
Oh no, I was thinking like one of our
No, in
first
the cage.
events.
No. Oh,
When people were throwing punches at me.
oh yeah.
But they weren't males, they were females. But it was scary.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like the best reaction. You know what I mean? Like, have you seen like when, like, for instance, that you see a crazy fight at the UFC again?
I see we have a lot. Just there's not one that sticks out to me. I think like the Sevog versus Jason Jones one, honestly, it was like everyone was the whole place went silent. Like it was like insane. Like
the opposite of
yeah, like
used to.
it was like such an impactful, like, oh shit, that just happened. Jason
so fast.
Jason Granado versus Attila, insane.
Oh, I remember that reaction because the place was a little like smaller than the usual venue.
It was smaller.
It
And
felt
they were the last fight, so maybe like half the people already left. But Attila had a big fan base there, so everyone's like on the edge, like hoping he comes back, and he does that. Everyone goes nuts. It sounded like there was 3,000 people there. Probably at that time 750. We sold 1,000 tickets for the event, but probably 750 at the time, something like that. But it sounded like 3,000 people.
USC fighter, he lost, but the whole fucking frat house was there.
Yeah.
That one sticks in my head.
Yeah, this guy had like 80 dudes from USC, frat boys. They
Blonde hair, fucking polo shirts.
that shit looks fire,
bro. They were the rowdiest, and then their boy got knocked out.
I use that shot all the time of just like the crowd because they were like up against the gate, like
They had these chants together that they pre-dated and like knew what to do. Yeah, that shit was
he
funny.
lost, but
that's one of the things that I do it for. I really like the reaction.
It's
Yeah,
it's a high watching the crowd.
Well, it's probably cool for you, like maybe when you pick someone up and the crowd's like, oh, like they know you're about to fucking slam
You know
someone.
what was funny? Like, I think I already said it, but I'm gonna say it again because I'm colorblind. When they step into the cage, everything turns gray. Like, I don't recognize color.
When you say gray, like everything, like what do you mean, like everything?
Gray.
Everything?
Black, everything.
Everyone?
I don't recognize color.
Wow.
Well,
Like
black and white.
It's
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Imagine like you're watching like TVs on the 60,
Yeah.
because you're hyper focused, and then I don't hear nothing, just my coaches. And then when the bell rings, and then they grab your hand and there's like winner, that's when everything I start seeing color again. It's like this is crazy. Yeah, like I start like, recognizing the colors, and then I start hearing, and I was like, what the fuck? So for like. He takes
like you're
like 5 seconds to realize, oh, I'm back to normal.
Sounds like you're on like a drug or something. Like, no, honestly,
yeah,
no, like,
it is.
Diego might be.
yeah, is Diego pop it before you go over there, dog?
Come on, Diego.
Stop, he's laughing. What
secrets.
the?
I might popping some shit. USADA.
USADA come knocking on Diego's door.
No, but that's how it works for me. Like, it's been like that always. So I don't recognize color. It's just I get hyper focused. Like I'm in a.
But there's also a point. I think you're so locked into the fight. You said like there's a point that like hearing everything comes back to you. Like so you're like it really feels like not like a silent. I'm sure you can hear coaches or you hear what you want to hear. But are you so locked in where you could kind of like you're canceling out like certain shit?
It's my brain canceling out on shit that I don't need. Like it's unnecessary. So I just hear my Coach Marcos or whoever's on my corner at the moment. So most of the time it's Coach Marcos and Rick, and I just hear them. I don't hear nothing else. Nothing else. It's crazy. And then when like the crazy part is like the reaction of the crowd when they're lifting your hand is like that's like kind of like wakes you up. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm back to normal. It takes me a while. It takes me a while. It's like a trippy experience.
That's nuts, man.
Nice. Well, this has been awesome, bro. But can you look in that camera and give a message to the Honduran people, bro? The people of Honduras.
Cabrones, voy por el cinturón. 31 de enero.
What'd you say? Can you translate?
No. ChatGPT. No, I'm going for the belt, January 31st. Tune in. And you know what's crazy? A lot of people are watching now. It's a small country.
Let's go.
Well, this is an awesome episode, Diego. Thank you again. Diego's gonna be fine for the lightweight Rising Star strap. January 31st. We preview some of the card today. Tickets are on sale. It will be at Commerce Casino. 7 title fights. And again, if you want to watch Diego go fight for that championship belt,
Don't
go get some
forget,
tickets.
if he wins, he's calling somebody out. So that's what I'm waiting for.
He is calling someone out. And if he also predicted most of the card right, he gets a steak dinner. So everyone go buy your tickets. Like, comment, subscribe this video. See you guys later.
This episode of the Fight Family Podcast is sponsored by Bakery Marie.